Alright, welcome back to Mask of Deception. Last time, we were hanging out in the bathhouse with Kuon, and she was really excited for the baths. Completely forgot we were there. Our character, unfortunately, did nothing but spaghetti his way into a beating, but hey, we got to see Kuon with, yeah, nothing on. That was fun. I highly recommend we, our character try to do that again, although not in a super cringy way. Come on, she's super cute. I don't know what our character is thinking. Letting an opportunity like that just slide by. Actually, you know, I'm just gonna use the controller for this. Let's see how the controller's. I forgot. I left my controller plugged in. I was playing a bit of, what? Yeah, I was playing a bit of Toho 9, and I left my controller plugged in. Whoops. We'll see how it is on the controller, because man, the controls on PC are a bit awkward. How does it look like this? It looks okay. And yes, we do all have our cups, Ukon, or at least I hope we do, because I'm apparently paying via proxy, because Kuon's the one with all the money. We're not exactly responsible with money, is what I'm saying. Alright. To our triumphant return. Kampai. Let's drink up. And Rulity. Oh, right, we also saw. Yeah, she was very aggressive at ensuring Rulity wasn't wearing anything. Completely forgot about us, though. I feel so ignored. At Ukon's toast, Kuon drains her cup in one go. I think tonight she needs to get drunk. More drinks to him? Cold sake after a bath. Good plan, Kuon. Just keep drinking. You want to forget the last 20 minutes. You want to forget the last 5 minutes. Don't forget the bath part, but forget the part where you forgot we were present. Or maybe she's into that. I'm not judging her, but she seemed pretty irritated that we were there. I mean, it's not like we left. We were just standing there talking to her. And then she forgot we existed while we were talking. Ostensibly, the earlier incident at the bath seems to have been forgotten entirely. That's because Kuon is not super cringe and is not spaghettiing everywhere. I mean, she had quite the lapse of judgment, I guess you could say. But she's playing it off like nothing at this point. She's like, okay, it's happened, let's move on. Instead of being super awkward, so I appreciate that. Her language and mannerisms are elegant, but she acts like an old man. Keep that to yourself, my dude. Glad she's in a good mood. Rulity, on the other hand. My eyes meet Rulity's. And Rulity's the one who's spaghettiing now, or making things awkward. Her face quickly turns red. I wouldn't say she's going full spaghetti. That's our protagonist's job. Getting her back in a good mood is going to be harder. Steal your cup's empty. With bottle in hand and face reddening, he sits down beside us and his men chatter. To wonderful new allies. I don't know if Ukon's in our combat team. And to the allies who ditched the guests of honor and started the festivities without them. Good stuff. Yeah, what are you mad at? I think it was entirely on Haku how much suffering he endured. What's the fuss? You gotta feast your eyes and got off pretty easy. She did let us off pretty easy. Ukon raises his cup in good humor. Haku, how are you in a bad mood, Haku? How are you in a bad mood? You got quite the eyeful, and the entire reason you got punished is because you're like the most spaghetti person around. If you were like 5% smoother, or were like less of a smooth brain, you'd probably be okay. Strangely enough, I can't bring myself to be mad at this guy. He's got this magnetism. More like he did you a fucking favor. It's good, yeah? If you were late, you gotta drink 3 cups. That's the rule. Your turn. Drink up. Like, I swear, half the people here would be envious of our character. At least half of them. Probably about 95%. After a job well done stuff. Yeah, it seems good. Come to think, we've been traveling over 10 days. Yeah, we've been traveling a long time with Ukon. And I don't think I can count on one hand the number of times we've been in mortal danger. Whoa, 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 we only had like 3 fights. You never dreamed things would play like it's doing it? Certainly didn't think we'd have this guy and meet with him at the capital, that's for sure. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Oh, what do you got for us? Kuon passes an enormous stuffed Amamuni to me. Joyfully, she digs into another from a stack waiting on her plate. I mean, she doesn't know portion sizes, but honestly, if I was getting wraps, as long as the wrap isn't literally exploding, that's probably how I'd want my wraps, right? Like, ideally, the best part of the wrap is the contents, and you want to savor them. So I don't even think she's making them wrong. As long as they aren't exploding in your hand, you're doing it right, right? Like, you just need to be just at the point where, like, you can eat the whole thing without it breaking apart in your hands. Is generally how you want, like, a nice wrap, right? It's like, if it's like some anemic thing, like, what's a good example? I don't know. The wraps they make at McDonald's are super fucking anemic. It's like, you get, like, they basically put, like, by default, they put what? Chicken fingers? They put their Crispies in. So crispy chicken fingers. So they basically put, like, a chicken strip in. It's like a chicken strip and, like, a bit of lettuce and sauce, and it's like, yeah, you can fit it into your mouth, but it's not exactly, like, 80% filling. It's like 60% wrap. It's like 60% bread wrap and, like, 40% filling. And that's including, like, their mediocre sauce that they use half the time. Like, yeah, I'd prefer my wrap a little more stuffed, not, whatever that is. And, like, not looking half as anemic. Alright. What? McDonald's wraps are mediocre. Like, the small ones. Their larger ones are a little bit better, but they're still not super full. I think the way Kuon makes her wraps is probably a good idea. As stuffed as possible as long as they're not, like, gonna fall apart in your hands. Kuon sighs with a distant, dreamy look in her eyes. She likes her food. She's in a foul mood all the way over here. As soon as she saw the food. That's right. She's easy to please. A bath, food. All you need to make Kuon happy. So all our character needs to do is learn how to cook. And remember to get bath water for her. Life will be good. In the future, I just have to buy her an expensive meal next time I upset her. I've been feeling Ruliti's eyes on me. Oh no. Whenever I look toward her, she looks away. I did see her naked. That's probably a natural reaction. I can't help but feel she's avoiding me. That's a bit depressing. Dude, just wait a day. She'll come around. I'll have to apologize later. Again. Oh, Kuon's dragging her in. Okay, good. Kuon offers another Amamuni. Flustered, she tries to accept the food, but Kuon bypasses her hands and goes right for her mouth. Say ah. Say ah. First she gets stripped, and now she's being fed a big ass, we'll call it sausage-shaped object. All right. Say ah. Poor Rulity. Kuon might be playing oblivious. Oh no, that's definitely the face of someone who's playing at being oblivious. Tastes good. Tastes good. Please, Kuon takes the ramp and holds it to Rulity's lips once more. Have another bite. Say ah. Ah. Hey, ah. Say ah, come on. Come on, Rulity. And a toast, kampai. Eat up, Rulity. Did she say kampai this is? Is Kuon trying to be considerate? Maybe. No, she's... It's being Kuon. Empty cup? Oh. No, this guy is already wasted. Maro's white face suddenly materializes from the crowd, poking into my FOV. Oh, it's Maroro, and we were... I think Maroro is very mid. But at least he's like a unique character, sort of, so it's not too bad. Yeah, he's wasted. Of course he is. Fill the kid's cup. Oh, Maro's... Master Haku, thou shalt drink. Huh? The reception room door slams open with great force, cutting him off. Oh, who's this? At the interruption, the chatter and merrymaking quiets and goes silent. Oh, who interrupted us? Everyone turns to look at the door. Who's this? Who's this? We haven't met her yet. I assume it's someone who knows Ukon? Or someone who knows Maroro. Maroro or Ukon? I want to say Ukon because I don't want to believe that Maroro's wife looks or slash girlfriend looks this good. Maybe his wife and daughter look this good. I'd be really jealous of him, but you know, it's not impossible. He does have family in the city. Who's that? Maroro's gonna panic, right? Just as I begin to wonder. We've been waiting on you. Oh, is this the hot proprietress? They did promise a hot proprietress. Neko Ne-chan. Okay. Adoring cheers. Well, more like drunken adoring shouts go up among the men. The girl, apparently called Neko Ne, flinches but recovers quickly, crossing the room to me. And what are you doing, pray tell? She plants her feet in front of me and gives me a weighty glare. Wait, what's with her? Who is she? She's cute, but she seems awful scary. Furthermore, why reprimand me if this is the first time we've met? I'm speaking to you, dear brother. What are you doing? She's not talking to me. She's looking behind me at... Praise the sun! Praise the sun! Praise the sun, Neko Ne. Join us. What's wrong with Ukon? This is Ukon's sister? Dude, I'm jealous. Ukon's got a nice sister. Well, if things don't work out with Kuon, there's always Neko Ne. She's pretty good looking. In the haze of alcohol, I don't quite realize I said that out loud until Neko Ne is staring at me. Wait, can I scroll up in this? Oh, backlog? Interesting. Okay, so I can manipulate this with the controller. It's just a little bit slower when then it's like scrolling upwards on a keyboard mouse. All right. Something weird about that? It's not weird. But why does your sister look so good? As they stand face to face, I mentally compare the two. A cute petite girl, a bearded boisterous man. More like father and child? Now you're gonna get your ass beat, Haku. What are you doing? Nekone's grumpy expression turns grumpier as I once again fail to keep my observations in my head. I don't know what he was thinking. I mean, you could just say, Ukon looks like he's 50, man. How can you be related? Make her feel better. Be like, dude, Ukon's like 50. He looks like he's 50. Are you telling me he's only like 15? That's what you say. You're like, damn, Ukon's only like 20? I thought the guy was like 50. Suddenly she feels a lot better, right? At least you try to guesstimate what age she's supposed to actually be at and then pick that as the number Ukon actually is. Alright, you gonna scare all the boys away? Boys interest me little. Can't stay clinging to your big brother forever, you'll be of age soon enough. What are you doing here? Your long-awaited return, and the first thing you do is get wasted instead of reporting? I got people on that, no worries. Can't delegate this, it requires your presence. Well, at least she's making him... She's the serious sibling, obviously. We need to welcome our allies and reward ourselves for work. I'm not gonna get a better opportunity. This is my little sister. Yeah, we can see that. Ukon turns towards me, introducing Nekone with a jab of his thumb in her direction. He's a good kid, a little stiff, but I hope you get along. A pleasure. No, the pleasure is all mine, Nekone. If our character would be quiet for 2 seconds and not embarrass himself. We even might have gotten off on the right foot there. The girl bows uncomfortably, seemingly only now just realizing I'm party to their conversation. Hapless here is Haku, the beauty's Kuon, and the cute one's Reality. Look at that. Even in universe, Kuon's beautiful. It's true. Sorry, Haku. Well, we haven't seen Nekone in a compromising position yet, so maybe there's hope for this arc after all. Not that I'm minding this so far. Alright. You'd rather we don't change the subject? What? Oh, dear Lady Nekone. A drunken Maruro. Oh boy. And Nekone is probably like, keep this drunk ass away from me. I don't want him within 10 feet of me. We're in the midst of a celebration. Pray banish aught upon thy face, but smiles aglow. Yeah, Maruro at least has some fun dialogue to read. Wow, that was the nicest way to say shut the fuck up I've seen in a while. She says, thank you for your opinion on the matter, great and masterful scholar who art full of himself. Damn, that's like the nicest way to say shut the fuck up who asked you. Nekone gives Maruro a flat, unamused look as though regarding a dead insect in her food. Nice. Good lady, Maruro trails off, then returns to the corner of the room, holding his knees and dissolving into sobs. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Maruro, but I feel like that was mean. Don't be so angry, your cute face is gonna get stuck like that. Yeah, you wouldn't want resting bitch face. That would suck. You're not irritated, you say. Well, no one can tell. That's not good. If I'm angry, it's anger you've given me cause for, dear brother. Damn. She's so formal. Nekane stares at Ukon. There's a note of sadness in there, too. Ukon, this won't do. Kuon acting like an adult for 5 minutes. Good job, Kuon. I guess she has to be the adult here anyway. It's true, he should have probably visited his sister first. She's sulking because her older brother isn't giving her attention. She was lonely only to find he forsook her for merry-making when he got back. Are we saying this out loud, Haku? Are we saying this out loud? Look how you've made her, Ukon. If you have a younger sibling who worries about you, it's your duty to show her you're safe, instead of waiting for her to get the news that you're alive, like 4 hours after arriving into town. Yeah, maybe. Should at least stop in and say you're not dead. It's not like this was something worth worrying over. Didn't we almost all die? At least once? Possibly twice? I do this stuff all the time. She knows it's no big deal and I always come back. How many of your crew didn't come back, Ukon? How many of your crew failed to return this time? Whether she worries is up to her. Good call, Kuon. Anxiety is rarely subject to logic. She'll worry regardless. Damn, Kuon, how old are you? You're saying some very intelligent things. Makes you appear very well read, or intelligent at any rate. Alright, that's how it is. Yeah, that's how it is. Just how it is. Nekone is like, wow, someone I actually respect here. Nekone stares at Kuon stunned. Noticing Nekone's eyes on her, Kuon smiles sweetly and Nekone's face instantly reddens. Kuon winning everyone over. Is this what charisma looks like? Ukon tilts his head, puzzled. It seems he thought there was no cause for worry. Having had a few near-death experiences myself, I have to wonder at that. Yeah. Does he realize the underlying reason for her anger or her worrying? He seems considerate enough, but I guess he has blind spots when it comes to family. How's it going, my dude? Yeah, I feel a bit sorry for the girl. He didn't even bother checking in with her when he arrived back from his military expedition. That's rough. Like, oh, he's gone for like a month and comes back and you're like, well, his crew returned. Or is he dead? Who knows? Oh, thanks, dude. Alright, I'll help it a bit. Doesn't hurt to be nice to children. She's sad, you haven't been around to pay attention to her. She's lonely and wants you to see that. Shows you sulking and making a scene. Won't you notice her? Oh, you shouldn't have phrased it that way, but it's true. Ah, that's what this is about. That's exactly what it is. Sorry, Nekone. Sorry for not noticing how lonely you were. I think Taku's coming to a slightly wrong conclusion. Feels good to do nice things. Yeah, I feel like his conclusion was slightly wrong there. At the very least, the way he phrased it was wrong. Yeah, Kuon probably agrees. But it is a way to get Ukon to do something, because he doesn't understand being concerned for people who may not return, but he does understand people not getting attention. It's like the explanation kind of works for Ukon, but it doesn't work for Kuon or Nekone. Ukon gently, bodily lifts Nekone and puts her on his knee, laughing. What do you... She wriggles, resisting, but ultimately gives in as Ukon begins patting her head. You've grown a lot and you stopped demanding attention like you did when you were little? I assumed you didn't need me as much. Oh, that's cute. I was not, but you're not complaining, are you? She tries denying it, but her objections grow quieter and quieter as Ukon continues to pat her. It's a nice, adorable scene that they don't have a sprite or animation for. Feels bad. Or a background. It's not true, you're not a bad man. Been a while since we've done this. You reek of alcohol. She turns away from Ukon, but remains on his lap, unwilling to move. It's not like she was looking for attention or anything. Your brother, what? Kaerinasai, welcome home. Never around the two, shares a smile. I'm relieved you're growing up. You used to throw tantrums when you were little, demanding we take baths together. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know if you needed to say that, Ukon. I think he's had enough, a little bit too much to drink. You stopped doing that and you stopped crawling into my bed when you couldn't sleep at night? A bath together? Someone mothered? You'd climb in. Ukon's men mutter to themselves. Anisama. Oh yeah, that's a good call. You don't wake me up to you privy anymore either to say nothing of Bedouin. Oh boy. He's gonna get kicked in the face at this rate. He's gonna get kicked in the face. She seems mortified Ukon is airing her embarrassing memories like this. Nekone writhes on his lap, face crimson, but Ukon is unaffected. I'll have you know I've not wet the bed in at least 2 years. Wait, only 2 years? She cuts herself off as though realizing her circumstances, casting furtive glances around the room. Oof. Probably not the right place to say it's only been 2 years. Her eyes meet mine and she freezes. 2 years, huh? 2 years back? 2 years. 2 years. Everyone's saying 2 years. The whispering spreads like wildfire through the party. Poor Nekone. 2 years, guys. 2 years. All I gotta say is 2 years now, right? We'll all remember that. 2 years. Nekone begins wriggling again. She's acting like she wants to get away, but she must be comfy as she hasn't moved. Maybe she's secretly thankful for the opportunity for attention from Ukon, but she's still looking at me. That earnest expression, she's such a darling. It can't be helped. You can thank me. Oh god, thank me out loud if you want to. Why are you leering at me? He's playing it shy. Does she not know how to express her gratitude? Don't talk that way to your brother's comrades. With another pat on the head from Ukon, she settles down. She is a cute little sister. I'm with Kuon. I'm proud of her. How old is she supposed to be? Like 14? 12? 10? I don't know how old she's supposed to be. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Nekone. Can I call you Nekone? That's fine. Yeah, we met. Ah, she met. Yep, she said she's trying to broaden her horizons, and that's what she's saying. I like sweet things, especially honey. I see. Traveling the world, seeing places, I think? What do you mean, I think? Is my friend Rulity? Kuon pulls Rulity, who'd been hovering silently by her side, into the conversation. Come on, Rulity. Introduce yourself properly. You're Rulity, the youngest daughter of the Owl of Kyujiri? Your father's foods, Yubeshi? You like cooking and needlepoint? Cooking and needlepoint. This is a very domestic individual. But hey, there's a type for everybody. Owl of Kyujiri? Kyujiri? Her dad's Lord Ozen, one of the 8 pillars, and an Owlo, which makes her a princess. Excuse my rudeness, I was unaware you were a princess. Nekone straightens herself on Ukon's lap, bowing respectfully. Yeah, well, her expression goes faintly sadder as Nekone adopts a formal, rigid tone. You're going about this all wrong. Yeah, Kuon's right. Don't worry about that, it'll make Rulity happier. Ooh, your luck's being drained, that sucks. Are you from a prestigious family as well, Kuon? Do I look at it? No. Who is voice acting Kuon? I swear she seems familiar. You said honey was your favorite food. Ah, good point. Honey's probably not all that common. It's expensive and hard to come by. Oh, that's true. And? Your family's in trading. She's being very vague about her backstory. Nekone nods, but doesn't seem quite convinced. Let's see. Oh, she's been a decent number of people. Shit, alright. I'm gonna double check this. There's Mask of Truth credit. I'm just checking. There's False Faces. She's been Kuon consistently. Okay. The voice act... Yeah. That's what I thought. It is Risa Taneda. Also known as Marie and Kiyohime. So Marie Rider, Kiyohime, and Zenobia. Nice. Nice. That's not too bad. Also Arena from Shokugeki. That's cool. Any other useful credits the voice actor for Kuon has? Trying to think. I think that's the old voice actor for MASH, isn't it? It's the, oh, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was gonna say, Rie Takahashi has the voice actor right now, as I recall. It's not Risa Taneda. It's like, MASH had an old voice actor at some point, so... that makes sense. But yeah, Zenobia from DXD, that's cool. Oh, she's also Kaori from Your Lie in April. Shit, alright. I didn't know that one. Maybe that's the voice I was thinking of? I actually think that's the voice I was thinking of. Oh, she's Mirai from Beyond... from, Kara no Kyokai. Or not Kyokai, fuck. Kyokai no Kanata. There we go. I think I was thinking of Your Lie in April voice acting credit. None of the other characters' voices are ringing in my head. Yep, that seems about right. Okay. I knew Kuon was someone. I was like, I've heard this voice a couple times before. And there we go. Alright. So if, well, we don't have the resident Kiyohime fan here, but... or fans. But I'll remember that next time they're around. I'm like, we're reading a visual novel, and the main voice actor plays Kiyohime. Anyway, just as Miss Kuon said, I prefer if you call me Rulity. Yeah, just call Rulity Rulity. Yeah. Rulity. Perfect. Nice to meet you, Miss Nekone. Nekone likes sweet foods? People like sweet foods. You research the lives of the ancients for fun. Okay. She's the historian? At Kuon's reaction, Nekone shrinks as though she said something inappropriate. Never mind. You too, Nekone? You're fascinated by the ancients? Well, these bonks are not for me, apparently. They're for someone else. I'm fascinated by the ancients. Alright. Fair enough. Especially the Great Fathers, the Onvitaikayan. Onvitaikayan? That's a mouthful. Alright. You've been traveling all over so you can see historical ruins? Oh, that's cool. Nekone's ears twitch. There's stars in her eyes. It's true. You've seen more than a few ruins? Nekone looks up at Kuon with sparkling eyes. Do stories like this bore you? Her ears are twitching. That's right, her ears are twitching. I'll tell you about it in detail then. Kuon, Nekone, and Rulity quickly huddle together, diving into an academic conversation about ruins. Every other word is unrecognizable jargon, and I'm at a loss. It's not exactly the usual girl talk, but as long as everyone's enjoying themselves. Looks like she's forgotten about thanking me though. Shut up, Haku. It's a rare sight to see her delighting in conversation thus. Oh, I see. Thanks, Maru. Hers is a vast intellect bestowed with love by the great fathers as befits one titled Kunaitai. Kunaitai? The vaunted imperial examination was as nothing before her gifts, a scholar of philosophy so young. Damn, alright. She's an imperial scholar at like 12? The test Kuon was talking about? Yeah. Is it that hard? Who knows? I was expecting it to be like the Chinese one where you study your whole life and like maybe get either a couple, maybe get to pass it. Beyond compare, 1 or 2 applicants a decade who seek the challenge conquer its travails. So, 1 or 2 per decade. That girl cannot be more than 20 years old. And Maru, I'm guessing, is in his 20s. Maybe his 30s? I don't think he's 40 though. Damn, alright. So you're like the 2 most intelligent people in the capital? Damn. Or like the most intelligent people of the decade, alright. She has the honor of besting the beast at more tender an age than any before her. Damn, alright. Oh, that's impressive. Wait, you took the same test, yeah. It was arduous, in faith, but in fate it conspired to see me as scholar true. Alright. Did you both pass this decade? Maru proudly sticks out his chest. Can you... Is it really a big deal if he passed it? That's what I'm thinking. Like, he says 1 or 2 people per decade, but damn, they must have some really low standards if like a random 12-year-old and the town drunk can fucking pass it. Like, how much effort does this guy put into anything other than getting fucking wasted? I guess maybe he doesn't have to care anymore because he's already passed the test. But damn, if his only fucking peer is a 12-year-old, like, I don't know how to feel about this. If I was like, oh, this test no one can pass. Anyway, this 12-year-old passed, I'd be like, the fuck? I mean, like, once in a million, maybe, but... Based on the standards of Maru's intelligence and, like, spinelessness, I guess he kind of knows a bit, right? We haven't had a problem with him not knowing something. He's just drunk all the time. Like, he seems like he's not an effective member of society at the moment. So we're confused. But, like, if he wasn't drinking all the time, I think he'd be kind of intelligent, if a little bit spineless. Like, he seemed to just instantly know... Like, he seemed to have, like, a short essay on giant Giri that no one even thought existed. And he's like, oh, I remember a book about that, and, like, recited it verbatim. Tsukimichi Moonlight Fantasy be like where the Merchant Guild tests were on a 2nd grade level. I remember that shit. That was funny. He goes in and fucking creams that shit. Oh, that was good. Wait, I did see that, I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't recognize the name, but I recall an anime where that was a thing. Oh. And I've read too many isekai via manga to remember if that's it. Let's see. I'm gonna look up Tsukimichi Moonlight Fantasy. Oh yeah, I did see that. Oh right, it was about the... Oh, is this the stupid... Oh, it's this one. Yeah, I did see the anime for this. This is the one where the one chick is like obsessed with samurai but doesn't actually know anything about it because she only knows what he's told her. Yeah, it was the dragon who was just Musashi. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I remember that. It was an alright anime, and that is exactly what happened. It was an isekai. I knew it was an isekai. I remembered like the entire scene. I just didn't remember what the characters look like because it's an isekai and all the characters look the same. Like it's always the same story, but it's like, have I seen this particular isekai? Okay, I have. We're good. It was all right. It's like a decent. Is that the one where there was a spider waifu as like the 2nd character? I forget. Where like the spiders like attacks their base and the guy starts with like a traveling pocket city. That's that one, right? When like by like episode 6 or so, or by like episode 6 or some shit, he has like an entire city in a pocket dimension that he carries around. Yeah, I remember that. See, I got enough vague memories to remember that. It was one of the better newer isekais. Yeah, it was decent. It was decent. I mean, they're all decent. I don't think there's too many really, really bad isekais. It's just... You're like, oh, this is a cool story, and then you're kind of like, okay, there's like 50 more. But it was a good story. Like, oh, this is good. But it's like its own genre, and it has a lot of repetition in it. Smartphone isekai, please no. We don't need another one. I swear. If all you need to do is put a 21st century person Summon a 21st century person to the servant, and if you summon them without their smartphone, you'd be wrong. So every single time a 21st century person or onwards is summoned in the Fate universe, it's basically in another world with my smartphone. like just imagine it. You're like, wait, this guy doesn't have a cell phone? Like, what? Why would you summon someone and not give them their cell phone? Like, imagine if you got summoned as a fucking servant somehow. Like, could you imagine not being summoned with your fucking smartphone? You'd be like, what the fuck? Hans has a tablet. Yeah, right? Like, either they gotta implant all the knowledge I've ever Googled in my fucking head, or they gotta give me my smartphone, or it wouldn't make sense. Alas, Maruro is an underscholar only. Meek and withered are my laurels before Mistress Nekon is. Oh! Maruro did not actually pass the Imperial exam. He is basically someone who wants to be good and got like a D in the class. I see. So there's different kinds of scholars. Well, we learned something. Thank you, Maruro. Does Reese have her smartphone? I have no clue. They don't focus on her enough. I would hope she fucking does, though. Forsooth, would such things transpire beneath ordinary circumstance? Ordinary? Be not mistaken, Nekone is a mind bestowed a spark of genius. So I guess there's a non-zero chance that Kuon takes us to the Imperial examination, and we see how far we can get with literally no effort. There's actually a chance that happens. It might be, I don't know if it's a yearly thing, but like, they could do them every year or some shit. Osaka Bihime has a tablet in one of her ascensions. Yeah, there's a bunch of servants in Fate who have tablets. We don't know if Eris is actually from the 20th or 22nd century? I don't fucking remember. She's from the near future, so theoretically she should have a phone or something. But, alas, 'tis both a gift and curse. Her peers shun her aberrant as they perceive her mind to be. Ah, yeah, the whole lonely genius shtick. Unaware able to comprehend the lofty matters of which she spoke, so beyond their level was she. Hello there. Do you hear ecchi scenes? My friend, you missed the ecchi scene, and I'm not predicting we see another one in the next 2 hours at least. So it's probably gonna be a while. After all, we're still in the scene following it. It was good. It was really good. You missed it. I'll have to go back to the last episode. VODs exist, yeah. I'll be putting the VODs up on YouTube. I actually just put the first one up, but I think it's in Tuesday's VOD. Well, I know it is. It was like the last scene we played. Delete the VOD. We need more gatekeeping. The whole point of the YouTube videos is to enable people to get caught up. But I like your joke. I like the cut of your jib. Yeah, absolutely. They're going up on YouTube. I just put the first one up. In case anyone's wondering, I just put the first one. I've just finished uploading the first one. It'll be available at like 4 a.m. 4 a.m. my time. So like 10 a.m. European time. And I'm trying to get them out one. I'm gonna try and get them out one a day. The ecchi one, I think that's like our second or third one. It'll be like the third one. I'm gonna try and do one a day. Try to get myself caught up. I was like 50-50 on uploading them, but I figured I may as well do it if people want to get caught up because it is a visual novel. I was originally planning on trying to get more directed videos up there, but I haven't actually uploaded any directed videos to YouTube really, other than like a couple. So. Like directed or like edited, heavily edited stuff, so we'll just upload VODs. That's fine. Yeah, it'll go up on YouTube. I'm gonna try and get caught up, so I'll probably on like Saturday, I'll probably do like I'll probably put like a bunch of them up on Saturday. So we're caught up. That's the goal at any rate. That we're like only that one day behind. You're dying of horniness. I mean, let's see. It feels like an age no longer I've seen such a childlike smile in her visage. It strikes me that Nekone's expression is one of girlish innocence, more befitting a child playing with dolls or picking flowers than an erudite scholar. Just think. Well, okay. Unafraid doesn't care about reality. Unafraid hates flat stuff. Oh, that's incredible. Being an Imperial Scholar at your age, that's quite impressive, right? There's little point I can't have the proper title of Scholar. It mattered. He's way too self-deprecating. She was too young, alas. Wait, really? In ordinary circumstance, she would have been given a proper title, but she's deemed too young to receive it. Pass the Imperial exam and you don't get a title, get fucked, but whoever the fuck said that's an idiot. It's the, we do not grant you the right, we do not, we're adding you to the Jedi Council, but we do not grant you the rank of Master, that kind of BS. In any case, it's clear she's extraordinary based on everyone's reactions. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit. It's true, it's true. You managed to pass the exam and you'll be able to crush it next time anyway. At your age, all I did was run around and play in the hills. And you're an Imperial Scholar. Yeah, she's got work done. She's done a fuck ton of work. That's really impressive, assuming that the test is not like 2nd grade level. Yeah, fuck yeah, Imperial Scholar. It's pretty impressive. Realty agrees. I mean, Realty is not Imperial Scholar. She likes cooking. She definitely has. I don't think she's studied enough, and she's an actual princess. You're a hard worker, Miss Nekone. Damn, yeah, that is pretty fucking hardcore. Unless she just knew it off the bat. Let's see. Being openly praised seems to make her shy. She falls silent at Kuon and Rulati's words, right? And you're cute. I wish I had a little sister as cute as you. Alas, my family members are all human. And neither cat girls nor two-dimensional. Damn. Yes, last episode we got a nice eyeful of Kuon and Rulati. Nekone. Kuon strokes Nekone's head, sitting in silence with her. I can sense the strength of their bond, right? He leans back on Ukon's lap, wearing a peaceful expression. You're jealous? Makes me miss my own brothers. Oh, you have brothers, Rulati? How many do you have? Yeah, it's wonderful. Wonderful. Everyone's getting along. All in a day's work, yep. Why do you look so proud? Oh my god. Your overconfidence will be your undoing, Haku. Are you picking up strays again? You best leave things where you find them. Does Rengoku have different attributes, and so not being female? Now his gender is undefined. He does not have female. He does not have male either, as I recall. So he's immune to gender-based charms. And super effective modifiers based on gender. And nothing hits neutral, so you're good. The only downside is you don't get the double attack up from Liz. Not that anyone uses Liz or buffs anymore. Nekone stares at me coldly as she addresses Ukon. Hey, well, I guess we are astray. I can feel her gaze pass through me, talking about me like I barely exist. Don't be hard on him. He might look bland, but he's quite interesting. No, it's Lance or Liz who has double charisma for women. It's not Caster Liz. You owe him a favor for helping me. If he hadn't come along, I'd be in real trouble. I'd have been in real trouble. Yeah, we all would have been dead. If not for Haku's quick thinking, we might not have made it here. About the shape, pour him a drink. We're exchanging cups to signify our friendship. I don't really want to share a cup with Ukon, but okay. At that, Nekone sighs, because she knows she's not going to be rid of me anytime soon. Poor Nekone. If you say so. I suppose thanks should be offered for services rendered. Nekone sits on her knees and retrieves a nearby bottle. Allow me to pour you a glass. If you're offering, then by all means. I held out my cup. Now then. She tips the bottle's neck into the cup, her grip a touch awkward. Must not do this often. Dozo nanodes? What? Nanodes? Nanodes? Is this secretly Hanyu? From another world? Wait, whoa. You're gonna spill. When I bring the cup back, it sloshes over full. I take a quick drink to contain the spill. It's good. It's good. Sake poured by a cute girl always tastes better. I can't believe you're Ukon's little sister. You're way too cute to be related. Are you sure you're family? I don't know how old Haku is. She's my beloved, brilliant sister. Cute as a button, too. 3 compliments. No complaints. Her only flaw is she can be cold. And Haku lacks charisma. That's what they call charm. A perfect person is boring. Oh, Haku, you're gonna be like kicked in the face at some point here, I swear. Nekone's face heats up from red to crimson in a split instant. What are you saying? Foot, meat, mouth. Hello, Haku. You're still little. You shouldn't stress over not outgrowing your bedwetting habit. Oh my god. He's just shoving his foot deep into his mouth. This man is impressive. I've never seen someone deep throat their own foot, but here we are. Is that Hijikata in the lower corner? Yeah. Lower right corner? Yeah, it's Hijikata. Straight from the Shinsengumi. He's got 0 tact. It's better to be a genius who wets the bed than a smart, prim, perfect girl. Makes you endearing. Haku, you got some interesting fetishes, man. Well, we know what he's into. Bedwetting, apparently. He's got a point. You're as cute as you are. Be alright if you became even cuter, you know? Yeah, weird. What a weird ass line of dialogue, right? It's Haku, like I said. This guy is like nothing but spaghetti. Amber is made for... This man is like, hey, have you guys seen any spaghetti lately? And it's like, no, why? And he's like, okay, spaghetti time. How do I make this awkward? That said, 2 years. Her? Before I can react, Nekone's hands wrap around my throat. Darkness envelops me almost immediately. He deserved this. Kid, you okay? I believe he passed out from partaking in too much alcohol. She strangled him. Damn shame, he might catch a cold if he sleeps here. Throw a blanket over him or something, will you? As you wish. I never thought that would work so well. How weak must he be for so simple a thing to be so effective? Sorry, we're not superhumanly strong here. Alright, we got choked out by like a 12-year-old. Feels weird, man. And the pealing of bells echoes from a distance through the narrow, dim corridor. Ooh, so serious. From the darkness at the end of the hallway, a certain apparel-clad duo materialize in silence. Whence they were. They wordlessly walk to the end of the corridor, stopping at a large door where a woman calls to them. Welcome back. Thank you for the efforts you've done. Ooh, a mysterious ghost. Please enter. Dare you enter my forbidden realm? This way. Hello. And this chick has like a moon design on her forehead that's not shrouded. Okay. Another waifu. It would seem to be the case. Another slightly little. Note that these guys, this one has a half. One has a half moon and one has like a zigzag triangle pattern. That's how you differentiate them. You're certain about this discovery? The young woman beside the throne addresses them directly. The duo nod and silently I assume this is in the ziggurat at the center. At the one at the center of the city. In that case. At long last. Finally. The woman smiles with sincere happiness, turning toward the throne and bowing deeply. A reedy, rasping voice continues to speak from the throne. How long it's been. I've waited for this day. It must be providence it happened as my life draws to a close. I'm still not sure if this guy's a villain or just like planning to work with our protagonist. Is he the weird fanatic or is he the fucking villain? I've been waiting for a day. At last it begins a new day. A new era. It sounds like some maniacal laughter, but I'm not sure if they're trying to subvert my expectations here. It's particularly maniacal sounding. Like, just listen to that shit, man. Yeah, might be Columbus. I think he's a religious leader. The person... Damn, he sounds like he's on the verge of death, but... I think he's the religious leader at the center of the ziggurat. So we might be directly opposed to, like, the religion here. Or find ourselves that way. Either that or we're getting recruited by them. We'll find out, I suppose. Who is... Someone calls me. He's worse than you and you exact your revenge? Zhang Zhao? Possibly. Someone calls me. Certain? Again. You're certain? I hoped it wasn't true, but if this is true, we're in a dangerous situation. Try to do something. It's risky. Someone's worried about you too. You see skyscrapers on the right? You see skyscrapers? You know what I see? I actually see a computer monitor. I see a computer monitor and either like a really big screen above it or like a chalkboard. And I'm like trying to justify how these fit in the fantasy setting, but obviously like the white dress shirt isn't doing much for the fantasy setting here. This guy's clearly wearing a dress shirt. You can see the folded collar. One of those windows in an office. It could be a window in an office. I just don't get what the two towers on the right are. You see at the left edge of the window, where the frame is, if you want to say it's a window, I'm like, that does not quite look like a real building. It's too illuminated and... whatever. Yeah, it could be a skyscraper, windows in an office. Might work. I know it. I don't plan on doing anything stupid. None of your business. This picture again. We were commenting on the honeycomb pattern on the right last time. This is clearly this looks like a different location. It looks like there are some kind of medical devices or research equipment on the panel in front of us below the text. Or right behind the text. And the aperture they're walking through seems to be like future-y modern stuff. Who knows? Feels nostalgic. It feels nostalgic. Man, woman, girl. Interesting. Who are you? Who are these people? I don't know, but they just walked out of my life and they live only in my dreams. Clear blue skies. Did we get thrown outside the thing? Nope, it's just an establishing shot. All right. A bath first thing in the morning is nice. I left Maru and the others still out cold in the banquet hall and came to the bathhouse. Feels like whatever alcohol is left in my body is washing away and I can feel myself warming up. I guess I get why Kuon's so particular about her baths. Come to think of it, she picked this in because she was fond of the baths here. I mean, I'm not sure she picked it, she kind of just went and lost her mind. That girl's obsession with bathing is bordering on fixation. She was worried when she first heard about the price of lodging, but the moment she saw the baths, she jumped right in without even pausing for thought. Yep. I recall Kuon being completely ecstatic and rollicking around in the buff. A nice memory, right, Haku? And then I shudder as I remember what's transpired after that. I'm just not gonna think about it, okay? Let's not think about it. Or why not just think about it? Enjoy the positive part. By the time we return from the baths, all evidence of the night is gone and breakfast is ready. Sightseeing in the city? Sounds like a plan. I replied to Kuon as I eat my mouth half full of hot food. Nakone offered to show us around the capital. After strangling us unconscious, she decided to show us around the capital. That's nice. The famous sights of the capital, the street food, and oh, I need to visit clothiers. Lulatee's coming? Okay. Your first time touring the capital. Ooh, that sounds nice. Don't get robbed by pickpockets. They seem worked up over the idea. I don't mind indulging in tourism. Aren't we here looking for work? At that, Kuon pauses. We came all the way though. I think a hard hour's called for. Kuon is much more chill when she's not under any pressure. And someone else is paying, possibly. I'm not going to object. That pause concerns me. I guess if it's important, it'll come up again. Time spent sightseeing is time spent not working. That's funny, Rook. No. See, it's time spent strengthening your feet and legs. Because you're going to be walking all day, my dude. You think it's gonna be easy, but you're gonna be walking all day if you're sightseeing. I wanted to sleep a little more, but I tried to stifle my yawn, ambling to the entrance. Sorry to keep waiting. Dear sister! Damn, she's been promoted to dear sister. Thanks for doing this. Oh no, anything for you? Dear sister, my goodness. The odd way Kuon and Nekone address each other startles me. The two pause and look at me as though noticing my reaction. She's calling you dear sister. Guys aren't long-lost sisters, are you? Ah, so the purpose of your journey was to find your younger sister. Well, that makes sense. Alright, alright. What insane gibber are you spouting? Surprised you figured. It's true. All along. All along, Nekone was my long-lost little sister. Kuon pulls Nekone dramatically into her arms, and Nekone looks startled by the plot twist. I'll never let you go again. Dear sister. Nekone blushes slightly as Kuon rubs her cheek against her. And that's enough joking. Kuon. It's like Nekone suddenly very disappointed that she's not getting all the affection from Kuon. As Kuon chuckles, shifting back from Nekone, she starts explaining, alright. We promised ourselves to each other in sworn sisterhood. Promised to each other? Damn. You got your waifu stolen out from under you in literally one night, Haku. Damn, dude. That has a suspicious ring to it in a no minors allowed kind of way. See what I Haku's thinking the same thing I am. It's like, damn, you just got her. I feel he's thinking of something reprehensible. Phrasing. You could say, although we aren't related by blood, we will remain devoted to each other, come what may. Dear God, Kuon, phrasing. She's doing it on purpose, though. Simply put, it's a promise between us to trust and treat each other like we're sisters by blood. Oh, okay. Suddenly a little bit safer, unless your name is Cersei. Your name's Cersei. Yeah, we got a interesting opinion. You always wanted a little sister. As Kuon pulls her close once again and hugs her more tightly than she did the first time. I also wanted an older something like you, dear sister. Right. It's nothing. I heard Ane-sama for sure. It's nothing? Okay, I watched the two's antics. They may not be related by blood, but I sense a beautiful sisterly love. Yes. Friendship is a beautiful thing. Whoa, whoa, we aren't thinking of anything reprehensible today. How dare she impugn my clear conscience, my pure innocent mind? Oh, it's okay, Realty. We all just got here. Don't worry, it's not a bother at all. Shall we be off? Kuon and Realty follow behind Nekone as she strides out the front entrance. Yeah, have fun. Wait, aren't you coming with us? The three girls seem excited. I doubt they'd notice if I went missing. Time for a... Wait, what is he doing? I stumble backwards like I got myself caught on something. As I look for the cause, I notice Kuon has grabbed me by the back of my neck, smiling ominously. I don't know what he was thinking. Aren't you touring the town? Where do you think you're going? Yeah, where are you going? You don't have any things or any money. What are you doing, dumbass? I swear our character has like 2 brain cells. He might have actually been smarter when he was a little bit drunk. Of course, he probably killed off the other brain cell. That's why he's being a dumbass right now. I was gonna go back to sleep. The plan was you'd come along, right? Yeah. I figured I'd be in the way. This time around, you three girls should... You intend to abandon us after I so eagerly came to show everyone around? Realty was looking forward to it too. Why would you do this, Haku? I don't know what Haku's thinking, but this is all on him. Again. I didn't... Realty's face falls. I thought I'd hang back. I was looking for... Yeah, Haku. A little bit late to backpedal, Haku. No one's falling for that shit. Except for maybe Realty. That smile, that I believe in you expression, it's making me feel guilty. Those scornful gazes of the I don't believe in you at all aren't any better. Haku, you deserve this. You were... I don't even know what the fuck you were thinking here. There was a little struggle at first, but we made our way south on the capital's massive central road. Ah, back to this. Alright. I've seen it before, but it's an impressive sight. It is. So large. So large it makes my head swim. This capital is in a basin-like area, surrounded by mountains, and its size boggles the mind. Even more amazing than the size of it is its layout. Judging by the map, the capital is a perfect rectangle with carefully laid out perpendicular roads. Yeah, who designed this capital? And who had the money to afford this road? It was formed hundreds of years ago by the Mikado, founder of Yamato. Whoever was Mikado must have had a real knack for architecture. The Mikado of today is the same Mikado we've always had. Oh. So the Mikado is hundreds of years old. Alright. I tilt my head in confusion at Nekone's interjection. He's here now? Didn't you say this was made hundreds of years ago, though? Hey, what up, dude? We're reading some Mask of Deception. There's no way the Mikado from back then is still alive today, right? Nekone nods at what I said, her face looking exasperated, a wordless duh. Oh, everyone's immortal in this setting? Are you stating the obvious about the Mikado still being alive? Wait, why am I the weird one for saying that? Everyone's immortal? I glanced to Realty, but even she's looking at me in confusion, as if to ask the same question as Nekone. Yeah, I'm doing good, my dude. I'm doing good, my dude. It's nice to see you. It's still on the road? It's the Mikado. I whispered to Kuon. Almost home. Okay. It seems he's lived for centuries. Okay. Or at least his appearance hasn't changed, so he lives forever. Okay. Is it even possible to live that long? The dark side of the path of power is many would consider to be unnatural. Classic. A few more days till you're home. That must be nice. You must be looking forward to that. Actually being able to stream consistent internet. Not having to live out of a hotel. Seems he's lived for ages. They secretly switch in new ones, maybe? Or some trick? Under normal circumstances, the longest people live is near 200. Most die long before that. Okay. Sleeping in the middle of nowhere with the last of my data. Oof. Not even good. Not even hotel Wi-Fi. Feels bad, man. Wait, 2 whole centuries? Who is this Mikado? The great father of we people of Yamato, vested with omniscience and omnipotence. There's no way he's both of those things. A shitty ass motel. The bathroom is. Oh my god, that's terrible. Hopefully, you just have a quick drive home or whatever. You said a few more days though, so hell if I know what you're doing. Hopefully, it's just your work being cheap and making you drive all that way. Omniscient and omnipotent? Well, that's impressive. No wonder he can do everything. Yeah, he probably just snapped his fingers and made the road appear. If he's actually that strong. Event's long as fuck. Oh, you're like traveling with an event or some shit? Like, you gotta go like halfway across. You have to like travel to a bunch of different locations. Do some presentations or whatever. You're like manning a booth or something. I see, I see. Yeah. I've been to a couple conferences. Yeah, manning a booth. I've been to a couple conferences, but you like most conferences I've been to are like one-time things, or because I'm like usually an attendee and I'm not running the booth. Even if my company might have been running a booth, I wasn't the one doing that. That's impressive. Legends say he used his power to cut through the mountains and piled stones to build this capital. So he made the entire capital by himself with magic. And it just so happens to look exactly like Kyoto. Straight from what? Like, what, 1500s Kyoto? Kyoto, I think? The best part is school kids get a fancy-ass hotel, but you don't get paid enough to afford even a night at a hotel? Damn. You're getting ripped the Dude, you're getting ripped the fuck off if you're not getting paid. If you're on a fucking... If you're manning a booth for some shit, and you're not getting paid enough to stay at an actual fucking hotel, that's... Dude, you're getting the short end of the fucking stick. The fuck are you doing? Like, your fucking boss should be... Your company / boss should be paying for you to have a hotel. Like, you should not be paying for that shit. Y'all should better not... You better not be paying for fucking gas either. Holy shit. They did for the first week. Dude, they should be paying for the whole fucking trip they're sending you on. God damn. I wouldn't take that shit. That's like literally thousands of dollars. Like, you're losing shit tons of money for that. Like, if you've been on the road for like 2 weeks, man. You've been on the road for 2 weeks, and you're no joke. You're on the road for work for 2+ weeks, and you're not only... Oh man, that's unreal. That's unreal, dude. That's crazy expensive. I would not be okay with that shit, man. I would not be okay with that shit. Holy crap. I would not be okay with that. On the road for work and unironically having to pay for my own hotel and gas mileage. Holy shit. I would not be okay with that. I would not be okay with that shit. Like, I'm on a trip for work. Like, next you tell me you're gonna have to fly, and you have to pay like you have to fly, like, and they're not even paying for your flight tickets. Like they should be paying for your plane tickets. You have to fucking fly. It's not like, it's like, yeah, go over here for 2 weeks. It's like, you're paying your own way. Wait, what? Like, oh fuck no. Get out of here. That's unreal, dude. You're getting fucking shafted by your job, dude. Oh man, that's brutal. Imagine being on a multi-week business trip and having to pay for your own hotel and gas on the fucking business trip. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Okay, in a war long ago, he called upon lightning, shook the ground with quakes, and blew tornadoes across the land. Such is his might. You're helping a work buddy, so it's not too bad? Jesus fuck, dude. That's not a good reason. You are getting shafted super hard. Your work should be paying for that. Even if your work is only paying for a crummy motel, they should still be paying for that shit. Like you're on the clock. Like you're on the clock and you're out there on their behalf. You should be getting paid for all that. Alright, well this seemed fake to start with, but now it's even fishier. She seems sure, who knows, okay. So he's like a super wizard, built the city with magic, okay. I glance over at Rulity. She nods reverently, it seems the stories are true. Stuff like this trends get exaggerated over time. I'll take it with a grain of salt. The guy's still alive, and they said centuries ago. That could be as few as 200 years, so realistically, there could be people whose parents saw that shit. It's not gonna get lost over time. Yeah, America is a weird fucking country. And I would be looking for a new job. I would not be willing to fork out thousands of dollars to go on a business trip if I wasn't getting anything huge out of it. That's insane. Like, just staying at hotels for 2 weeks is pretty expensive. Hotels and food for 2 weeks. I assume that wherever you're going, there's probably providing food for you at the very least. But still, paying for your own stay on a work trip and all your own travel expenses is pretty ridiculous. Because I know lots of salespeople. I knew a decent number of salespeople who would regularly go on multi-day trips, and they'd get everything fucking paid for. Their gas, they'd be paid like they'd be paid for their fucking mileage. They'd pay for mileage. Their hotels paid for. Fuck, even when I went to conferences, I didn't have to pay shit. That was the nice thing about going to conferences. Is like, yeah, okay, you're like out of town and you can't do anything, but at least it's like an open bar. It's like an open bar, free food. Maybe do some touring in like the evening. You're running a food stand, so you get free food at competitions. Jesus, man. Alright, well. Yeah, free drinks, the best part. Actually, the last conference I went to, I was coming down with something. It was fucking annoying. So I only got to enjoy like a bit of the first night. And that was like the arrival night where you had to actually go to a bar and pay for stuff. They didn't have the open bar. And then I was feeling like shit the rest of the days, so I only had like a couple drinks. And I mostly just had drinks. I wanted to try drinks that I wouldn't normally. I wanted to try mixes that I didn't normally want to spend money on, because like you don't want to just like go buy cocktails or some shit at like a real bar if you're spending money. But if you can ask someone to mix you up whatever the fuck you want and they'll make it to you for free, then sure, why not? Yeah, free drinks are nice. Impossible for us to truly comprehend the Mikado. It's best we remain mindful of our place. Okay. He's like super OP. Otherwise it will lead to your ruin, you see? Okay. It's a shame. I was hoping you'd grant me a wish since he can do anything. Nice call. Such impudence. To gain an audience of the Mikado, you must perform great meritorious deeds. And to have a wish granted, you must perform an even more extraordinary meritorious deed. So you're saying it's possible. Oh, I was joking. He actually grants wishes? Apparently. Kuon's like, now I'm interested. What rewards has he given people? Why, there was... Apparently he does grant wishes. Okay. As I tune out the legends of the capital and the Mikado, we reach a river that spanned across the city. This is the Muchaku River. Okay, a nice new river. This is the river that crosses through the city, right? Boats of all sizes load and unload cargo, and the chatter of sailors and laborers fills the air. Yep. The river is central to logistics and supports the lives everywhere in the capital. I mean, you live in Fantasyland. Every single city should be at or near a river. Capitals got wide roads, but a cart supply line couldn't keep up with the city needs, obviously. Mountains behind it, hills around it, and a river through it. Like the four symbols in Eastern mythology, I didn't think of it that way. I just thought it's a strategically placed kingdom with natural mountains protecting it from one side, a river through it for delivery of goods, and obviously a source of water. The hills are just convenience. The hills are just like, I guess, decent. Well, they're probably not amazing terrain to build on, but they're fairly defensible if you want to build on the hills. I doubt it's for Feng Shui. This guy knows what Feng Shui is, but he doesn't know anything else. Alright. Where next? South to the gate. Okay. Going to the south gate? The one we came in at? Isn't this the gate we came in at? No matter how many times I see it, it stays just as marvelous. I nodded her awestruck comment. I mean, it's a nice gate, don't get me wrong, but we've seen it 3 times now. We saw it the first time we came here, but it's really huge, unnecessarily huge. They say the Mikado built this in one night. Maybe he's just really ripped? Yeah, who knows? I advise you to sit still and stay quiet. I don't know what you're thinking, but I don't like it. Oh, yeah. Probably true. It makes me wonder why it was built so big. True, the vertical height seems unnecessary. What on earth are you gonna have? I guess you could be carting in supplies, but... Well, you know what? Everyone's superhumanly strong in this setting. Like, can carry hundreds of pounds, so maybe they just carry bricks through this sometimes. Like, they wanted to build the fucking... Like, they wanted to build the fucking ziggurat, so they literally made the gate this big, so they could just have, like, 3 people carry the rocks. Like, never mind the fucking birds. We'll have 4 people carry stones that need the gate to be this high. It's somewhat feasible. At least we know you can, like, it's reasonable to carry like 500 plus kilos for the average person. So, because what? How many people did Ukon carry? He carried like a half dozen people, a half dozen grown adult men, and then dragged several more at the same time, and was like keeping up with our running character, no problem. Like that's how superhumanly strong like your average person here in this setting is. So. If animals are even stronger, if like pack beasts are even stronger, I can totally see them carrying like large stone blocks to make the ziggurat in the center town. And just being like, fuck it, yeah, we'll just cart them in, no big deal, we don't need the water. Maybe that's why they're big. I can't imagine lumber needing that much space. I assume it's for merchants at least. Aside from the Mikado wanting it to represent the Yamato's presence, it has ceremonial purpose. Ah, okay. So it's meant to intimidate people, okay. It's a psychological thing, giving the impression it won't be climbed or torn. I mean, the height of the walls might be relevant. It's more like the size of the gate that's weird, based on the size of the people. Reality freezes suddenly. Is that? Reality's shaking hand points to the inner part of the gate. On both sides of the gate are giant monster statues, standing as though guarding the gate. Yep, aesthetic. The Guardians of Yamato. Defenders of the people in the city. The Akura Turuka. They're barely distinguishable. I've heard of them in fairy tales. I've never seen them so big. Okay. Sorry for being frightened. I'm kind of surprised you're frightened at statues in a gatehouse that like 1 million people travel by every day. A little bit excessive, Reality. She bows her head meekly towards the statue. Their appearance wards off evil and shows their desire to protect our people. It's a statue. Okay. Part of why the gate's large is they can pass through it for that triumphant return. Okay. And they move? They take off from there and strike down approaching enemies? What is this drivel? I mean, it's not unrealistic based on what we've seen. 20-foot tall monster with bodyguards for the city seems okay. They're hollow inside. Mere statues cannot move. They made them hollow? Really? I also imagine they contained a grand secret. It was a touch disappointing. I guess we were all thinking the same thing at some point. Kuon, what are you thinking about? I was thinking about curious similarities in our country's lore and myth. Something like this in your homeland, Kuon? Like that, something like that. Where next, Nekone? Alright, north from the central road toward the mausoleum. Okay. That would be the giant-ass ziggurat they have. Oh, some giant pillars. Look like they're ceremonial pillar or decorative pillars. Okay. Royalty marvels at this mausoleum. Too vivid white to be metallic and too reflective to be porcelain. Stone building covered with glaze. That's why it looks smooth. Perhaps covered with a glaze. Could be plaster. Cover it with alabaster. That would look pretty good. The gates and manors. Thanks, dude. Thanks. Ostriches everywhere. Indeed. The gates and manors lining the street are elaborate, but the size and detail pale compared to this. Yep. Rituals are held here. Makes sense. Beyond this is sacred ground. None but the highest authorities can enter. The summit is forbidden to all but the Mikado's attendants and religious figures. Alright. I'm not wild about climbing that all the way. Yeah, that'd be a long walk, dude. That's a lot of stairs. Some say it contains countless secret rooms, knowledge, treasures, and the like. Oh yeah? Retail's like for weebs. You heard that high-ranking scholars have permission to look inside, but you're not certain? Treasure? Of course. It's a giant-ass building with a bunch of mystery. That's what you would always say. And the twin buildings in front of the mausoleum make up the court. I can't see shit for buildings. I see pillars. Oh, I was in there before. I've been in there, accompanying royalty. I see. Didn't react. Maybe that one's not off limits? Very polished. Oh, I can see the two buildings at either end. Okay, they're way right in front of it. Okay. This must be what they mean by elegant? Yeah, it's quite beautiful. What's it made out of? It could just be really smooth stone. Like marble or granite, polished to a shine. Intricate and elegant decorations, the majestic structure. Polished to a gleam, has a high atmosphere. Like a building you'd find in heaven. It's nice. It certainly feels like a residence fit for the holy ruler like the Mikado. I don't think this is his residence, though. Everything's too big in the capital. City, streets, gate, court, all huge. She's gonna say this isn't his house next, right? Walking all the way on foot's a real pain. Of course we walk. Do you propose we ride a steed the entire time? Yes, actually. Yes, I do. Not steeds, but... Alright guys, if not steeds, but what? If not that, then what? I can't put my finger on what I thought we'd be doing. It's like, huh? Someone who's like, man, this city is too much to walk around on. We should be taking some other form of transportation. You mean like horses and carts? Nah, something else. Give me a minute. I don't know. Nekane looks at me questioningly as I open and close my mouth. Oh, whatever. Not like I can explain by myself. It took us all day to see those two things. Damn, that is a long day. Considering that usually you get up at like 6 in the morning. 6 hours to see two sites. Oof. Been walking all this time? Yeah. I'm hungry and my feet hurt. Let's get some food. Get us some grub, Nekone. If that's the case, then... Alright, to the markets. We head onto a side street and come out another road far from the main thoroughfare. The narrow street has vast lines of stalls. It's completely different from the main street, yeah? Now just pick what you want to eat. I could get used to this. That's some nice variety. There's shops on the main street as well, but they are more formal compared to folksy stuff here. And this is where the locals eat. The tourists all eat on Main Street. Everyone knows that. Well, first up. Are you thirsty? I don't know why, but that... Okay. To the right of Nekone, there's like some lady and her daughter, and I'm like, dang, that's kind of a cute... That looks kind of cute. The background's really cute. The background's cute, the outfit's cute. It's nice. I don't know why, it's like the dark brown seems to work really well. It's like another color might have looked out of place. Are we thirsty? I noticed Nekone passing out drinks to Kuon and Rulity. Must have got them while I was looking around. Delicious. A unique flavor indeed. It's delicious, huh? Sounds great. If you'd like, please have this. I look over to see Rulity offering me her container. There's about half of the drink left. You sure? It looks like there's a lot left. I can't drink that much. Did they forget to buy you a drink? If that's the case, I'll be glad to. They actually forgot to buy you a drink. That's rude. Alright. I take the drink from her and lift it to my mouth. As I do, Rulity realizes something and covers her lips while blushing furiously. You're the one who offered it, Rulity. It's a unique flavor. Sour. With a nice scent. A little bit bubbly, too. So it's like lightly carbonated. Okay. It's a strange drink, but not bad at all. That was refreshing. Haku's lips were where mine was. Oh my goodness. We're doing this anime indirect kiss thing. Okay, okay. Your face is red. Are you tired? Haku being oblivious. He almost had an opportunity to be a Chad here, and he decided to be oblivious. You still don't understand Japanese obsession with indirect kisses? Yeah, me neither. I think they just overdo it really hard in anime though. I don't think it's like super real. Just like how our character endlessly stumbles into really awkward scenes with nudity and you're like, in real life, probably wouldn't happen. Like, oh, you're traveling with someone for 3 days and you manage to somehow see them naked 3 times and all 3 times it's an accident and both of you are not actively trying to do that, like press X to doubt. It's just one of those anime tropes they like repeating over and over. Maybe it's popular, maybe it's not, but it's a trope now, so people gotta do it. Now what do we eat? I'm distracted from her odd distress. As Kuon turns my attention to the huge variety of shops. What's that fried thing? Kamuka? Minced meat and vegetables fried with dough in a triangular shape. Oh, that sounds nice. That's samosas, by the way. That's just a samosa. Just a samosa. Never had it, I'll try it. This fish cake, is it ready? The fish looks kind of raw. It's salted fish folded into a thick steamed piece of amam dough. Okay. Delicious but salty. This calls for... I'm not gonna allow you to start day drinking. How did you know? It's obvious if you act with the same inclinations as my dear brother. Oof. Our character's a drunk already. He wants to day drink already. Come on, dude. Nekone, what's the sweet yellow thing? I can see the yellow things hanging behind her on the to her right. Looks like we got bananas. Oh, never mind. Sweet's called Kinuya, a batter of sweetened and beaten eggs filled with fruit and herbs. Like the gold sparkling? Alright. You can night drinking too. Shining golden sweets. It seems charming when Rulati says it, but suspect when Haku says it. Haku, you gotta work on your charisma. His entire existence is morally suspect. What it means so dubious? Haku's a kind person. At least one person isn't trying to take a swing at us. Even if Rulati's high on copium. She's kind but not denying what they're saying. Ooh, it's true. It's true. Are the round things sweets too? Purya? A staple dessert? Purya? Oh, Yorker. Fermented and solidified milk. Okay. Fermented and solidified milk, so cheese? You use different kinds of milk, but we have something similar, I think. Looks sweet and sour, it's probably delicious. I would not trust fantasy cheese. That's risky. I think it's nice. I'll try some. Given a piece, I toss it into my mouth. It's sour. It's usually used for cooking or drinking after it's been dissolved and sweetened. They were all teasing us and lying about it. As we continue strolling on our way, a deliciously savory scent wafts in from somewhere. Is that meat? It's probably. A dish from the nomads of Uzurusha, marinated and cooked meat on skewers. Oh, that sounds nice. I could use some shish kebab. Eaten with a Yorker drink in such regions. Delicious? Sounds good to me. It looks good. Many stalls sell foodstuffs from all kinds of cultures and countries. Yep, it's a large city. Damn, she knows this street really well. Either that or she just happens to know our route well. The stall you see serves a traditional dish from Shiahoro, a nation from the south. Isokato, katsu. They take a fish, coat it, fry it, and cover it in a spice sauce. Nice. Fish balls from maso paste. Fish balls made from maso paste, fried and boiled in a red sauce. Home-style dish from Nakoku. Okay. Cured in sauce on dough, then adding herbs fried. Okay, okay. Sakuru and sauce on dough. Have herbs, eggs, and smoked meats. She's describing pizza, by the way. Sakuru and sauce on dough. A wide variety of things, including eggs on top. Who puts eggs on pizza? I'm like weirded out by the eggs, but alright. I know that's a thing you can get in Japan, so eggs on pizza, while it sounds really weird, is something you can get in Japan. Could be generic flatbread. Not the way they described it. Wanna go back and see that? Like, hey. Sakuru, aka cheese, and sauce on dough. Add herbs, eggs, and smoked meat, and then bake the lot in an oven. Could be a flatbread with a lot of toppings. True, true, true. But most of the things they've been describing here are like real foods. Most of the things they've been describing are real foods. They just describe them in an abstract concept. Or at a conceptual level. So saying, we add a bunch of stuff and bake it in an oven. It's pretty straightforward. It could just be like a flatbread of some kind. That's fine. But I mean, they also spend 2 minutes describing exactly what a meat wrap is. So, you know, like what a basic wrap is or what cheese is. So I'm like leaning towards them just being like normal things. And pizza is pretty easy to make, honestly, as long as you have heat. Yeah, it could be a flatbread. They didn't necessarily say flatbread. They said dough, so it could be anything. Oh. Here in our capital, the center of Yamato, we have dishes from all over the world. He seems proud, but I understand it's not easy conquering all this. And memorizing what all these foods are is a real pain, too. The more I look, the harder it is to make a decision. Ended up eating a ton. I'm thirsty. I wouldn't mind a little break so we can have an in-between meal snack. She still isn't anywhere near full. We ate all of that. They could be using Hoslin sauce or oyster sauce. That's true. They could be using any number of things. But they've been describing very normal meals, just very like common things so far. So I just assumed that they were describing pizza because it's the most straightforward type of food they could be describing. Right? Like, what is the most common flatbread pizza? What's the most common single-sided sandwich, open-faced sandwich you could get? And it's like, oh, well, that makes sense. It'd probably be a pizza of some description. Like, it could be something else. It could be any sauce. But the way they describe it, you're like, probably something like that. It's not enough. How much more does she need? Rility suddenly stops walking. She glanced restlessly into a small alley nearby. Something nearby. Wrong? I look and see what appears to be some stores selling picture scrolls and books. Nekone, what's this street? This? Wow, that's a very colorful street. It's the street where one can find vendors of books and pictures. So, art and literature. I don't know much about them as their focus is on popular literature. It bustles with young ladies around Ruliti's age coming and going from the shops. It's full of women, and because of that the place is colorful. In the crowd we see girls dressed in dainty clothes so frilly they easily stand out. Can we go look? Red Light District? Not quite. They sell books. We haven't been introduced to the Red Light District yet. Looking for something in particular? Something like that. That's why we're down here. She's looking for eroge, of course. It's fine. If you like, I can accompany you. I'll go by myself. See what I mean? I've done my research. I know about this area. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Never mind. Good morning. Morning for some people, I suppose. How's it going, dude? Realty seems fidgety and restless for some reason. We'll wait at the Tios over there. Here's the map, just in case. I'll be off then. No escort for the princess? Damn, you're not worried she's gonna get captured or assassinated in the middle of a big city? Alright. Realty bows several times upon receiving the map and promptly hurries into the alleyway. She seems awfully antsy. I guess she has moments like this as well. Well, let's wait for her to return. Kuon understands. Kuon understands. I bump into a man as he makes his way out of the alleyway trying to pass us. Bundles of paper flutter from the parcel the man has in his hands. Oh. Hello. You have a sprite, so you must be somewhat important. The man gracefully kneels, starting to gather his papers, and I hastily move to help him. They look like they're filled with strange symbols and characters. He has a beautiful face for a man, and from his appearance I assume he must be a merchant prince. Or a scholar? He bows graciously as I hold out the gathered bundle of papers taken from me. As he looks my way, a soft exclamation escapes him as though he noticed something. Something seems to dawn on Nekone, and she hesitates, unsure. It's not clear if he understands her expression, but he walks to her smiling broadly. What an odd coincidence. It's Miss Nekone to meet you out here, alright. You know each other. I direct my question at her, seeing what's going on between them. I wouldn't say we know each other. She's renowned as a genius amongst the well-informed of society. It's unfortunate you can't be declared a scholar because of your age. Yeah, that sucks. That's pretty lame. And if you say that, then you yourself are... He lifts his index finger in front of his lips. Ooh, with the random. Random got him again. Do not concern yourself over it. Appears you're guiding some foreigners around our capital? What are you doing here? Is it wrong to be in a place like this? I'd expect you in the shops along the street, main street. He sends an emissary for shops. What's his task today? Important. Okay. I'm submitting a manuscript and a delivery. Ah, he's a writer, I see. He wants to see it personally. Inspiration guides my pen, though my secondary job suffered somewhat as a result. He's a writer, I see. Surely that should be your main concern, not a secondary job. Nekone is incredibly boring. Alright. My next script awaits. Regrettably, I must be off. Take care. Alright. We don't even get his name, he's just gone. He gives a final bow and glides off into the crowd. He could make a fine muse. Perhaps I may find some means of coaxing him into my next pairing. Haku's just like, this is the kind of guy who writes, this is the kind of guy who's gonna insert me in his self-insert fanfics. Haku, why are you squirming like that? Is something wrong? I felt a strange form of dread for a minute. I'm straying into dangerous territory here. After that, we meet up with the delighted-looking Rulity, and Nekone leads us down the main street. So many people. You don't say. It's only been 6 hours. We spent all day in the city. Everyone's cheerful? I guess we are on the main road to the capital. Everyone should be. Half the people are tourists. My homeland's just as impressive. Is it? Will we be visiting that, Kuon? I can understand patriotism, but she sounds competitive. Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait, Rulity. Yeah. Don't let the crowd sweep you up. Half of the characters here are like in their low teens. Let's hold hands so we don't get separated. Kuon holds Rulity's hand. You too, Nekone. You'd be in trouble if you got separated. Oh boy. It makes it seem like she's doing this for Rulity's benefit, but it's clear Kuon just wants to hold hands. She seems awfully excited and has a cheerful smile on her face. And she's gonna exclude us. That looks like... Note that she excluded us. Oof. Let's check it out. We didn't impress her enough. Kuon seems to have found something and in high spirits pulls the girls towards a colorful stall. Falling behind, I see shelves are packed with sculpted candy in vivid red, blues, and yellows. A candy stall. Well, Rulity said she liked candy. Rulity mumbles dreamily. They are pretty, glittering and shining like that. They almost look like jewelry. They can make stuff like this out of candy? Amazing. Intricately modeled after flowers, animals, and some things I can't recognize. They're gorgeous. Damn, that sounds cool. I too was mesmerized by the sights when I first arrived. I'd never seen candy like this, even during festivals in my homeland. I've never seen something so beautiful before. Yeah. Beautiful treats. Would you like one? I'll give you a discount. We'll take 4. At least she didn't say 3. Good, good. Much obliged. Damn, what happened to this guy's ear? It looks like one of them got chopped off. Either that or they're like super flimsy and tear, like you got it caught on something and just... Oh, that would hurt. I'll pick it up. Conventional sweets are expensive, but handcrafted candy like this would be... Handcrafted sweets. Charlie Chaplin's. How much is it though? Which do you recommend? The amicable old Candyman pokes through some candies on sticks and passes them out. A floral candy for the nice lady Kuon. Despite her words, Kuon looks fairly pleased accepting the large flower-shaped candy. Just use transmutation, okay? If the king can grant wishes, surely the people can someone can transmute stuff. And flower to candy sounds delicious. Fits you perfectly. The flower wouldn't happen to be insectivorous, or have venomous thorns, perhaps? That was a nice question. I like it. I like it. The sweet girl, this little birdie. It looks like Chocobo did a little chick. I can't imagine her bird being a tiny chick. It's gotta be like a 20-pound bird. Like, you know ostrich eggs? Just imagine something like 3 times that size. Just like, it's not just the size of an ostrich egg. It's like slightly large. Okay, maybe not 3 times the size. It's like probably larger than a bowling ball. Or not a bowling ball, a basketball, sorry. Bowling balls are pretty small. But heavy. They're heavy. Maybe it's got the weight of a bowling ball. It seems like it's shaped like a chubby little baby bird. It's rather charming. It does look like that bird somehow. Hard to accept the idea that thing was once this cute. Nothing to say. Hmm? It's too tubby. What? Perhaps this time it'll be homely looking. Can you say anything about this? Something is cute? You guys are mean. All this stuff about it being tubby or homely. I didn't say that. I think it's very cute. Totemo kawaii desu. Yep. You say that, but did you just reveal your true feelings? Ooh, we're being a little bit scathing here. It's our turn to be scathing. Sucks to be you, Kuon. You are looking for us to provide you with ammunition to burn us, and we burned you instead. And for the exceptionally lovely little lady, how about this one? It is cute. Compared to the large candies the other two got, this one is twice as large. Why is it so... Nekone's baffled. It doesn't feel like it's the first time we met. It's a little extra now. No extra charge. I'm waiting to see how much this guy charges for custom candy. Saying that, he gives her a knowing wink. She's this old man's type. He's got strange tastes. Is this the Divine Beast Nuko? Okay, Divine Beast Nuko from all the old fairy tales. It toys with people on a whim, but would help from the shadows if someone needs help. Interesting. Interesting. We got some interesting metaphors. Okay. There's something cute about it hiding its true nature. It's adorable. At first, but its true nature might be a vicious beast. And this should be perfect for you. I swear to God, if he just gives us like the most basic candy. Thank you. My words fail me. Before me is a shape I hope to never see again, but on the end of a stick. Wait, what's this? Giri Giri candy? It's almost offensively realistic. It's well made, but disgusting. He gives us a Giri Giri candy like he wants to traumatize us more. The work of my painstaking labor. You're worthy of receiving this work of art. I prefer my art abstract. It can start moving. Is this just a bug coated in candy? No need to be modest. Take a big ol' bite. Start with the head. Scorpster. And he's like, am I just eating like a real scorpion lobster? Like, shit, man. On the other hand, is scorpion lobster a well... Scorpions are armored. They're just really small, so you can't see their armor plating. So sweet. Is it really a scorpster? It might just be an insectile scorpion. Because lobsters also aren't insects. It's sweet and refreshing. It's fruit flavored. Stop your complaining. Eat yours. Paying me no heed. Kuon and the others lick contentedly at their candy pops. I look between my candy and theirs, going back and forth several times. But they don't even notice me. Maybe it's just me, but it feels like the gap is widening between them and me. No, you're absolutely right. You're basically alone here. What's wrong? You're not going to tell me you don't like my work? Jesus, Haku. What the fuck? Who can eat something as quickly as this? Quit complaining and eat the damn thing. It suits a man ferrying around these lovely ladies. His attitude changes when he's talking to you. Why not just say I'm good on camera? Well, comfy blanket. Ooh, that's rumble, rumble. During our exchange, the crowded street seems to have gotten noisier. Lord Oster again. Okay. Well, as I turn to see what's going on, the shoppers shift to the roadside, clearing the way. It's Ostor again. And Nekone's eyes widen as though she just realized something. What's this? Down the road, a group of several people are riding wopters. Wopters? That's like raptor, but we needed to change a letter. Woptor. We need to change letters. They can't just be raptors. They're wopters. That man's... Oh, it's Oster. It's that masked guy again. It's that masked guy we saw, like, literally 3 scenes ago. His name was... Ostor, guard to the right. You might miss your work. Oh. That's no good. But I've been there. Sometimes you just can't get everything done that you need to in the morning. Ostor, that's the name. The people stare, watching the man in the center of the unit from a distance. Ostor-sama! They're just really going all in on this Ostor. The excited murmurs of the girls from the market rise around us. I can see a lot of things in their eyes as they watch him. Reverence, admiration, affection, and trust. Whatever he does, he's definitely famous. I don't think there's anyone in Yamato who doesn't know of him. Except for me and Kuon. We barely know of him. Realty replies as I mutter to myself. Yes, he's that famous. Kind of bumpkin doesn't know of Ostor. We've been traveling a long way and we just came to the city the other day. I suppose it can't be helped. He's got quite a title. The very equal of Lord Mikazuchi, Imperial Guard at the left, and one of the twin shields of Yamato. Have we heard most of that before? Imperial Guard at the right, Lord Ostor. Busy, but he goes out to patrol the city like this on occasion. Okay. He bows his head to the patrolling party as they pass by. Versed in literature, military arts, honorable and a man of the people. He's everything you want a person to be. It's thanks to him and Lord Mikazuchi our life is so peaceful. Seems he's adored. I had a feeling he was. I wonder how old he is. He might be like 150 or some shit. That might be why he's like so well known. I had a feeling he's well known, but I didn't know to this extent. Realty follows the guard with her eyes as she replies. I wonder why it's been so quiet, and I see Nekone blushing as she stares at him in a daze. He looks like a young maiden in love. What's wrong, Nekone? You seem transfixed. Nothing's wrong. Nothing at all. Ooh, Kuon knows your weak point now. It's Lord Ostor. Her too. Even her. He's got to be quite the guy to enthrall a young lady like that. Yes. I don't know Mikazuchi, but Ostor seems pretty good. Relevant. I mean, you don't know. Ostor's renowned in Yamato, sure. It's people who have their talents hidden right that have real skills. Okay. Mikazuchi is even bigger. Okay. His strength in battle, his silent care for the people, and his chivalry to young ladies. You can say he's as good as Ostor, or even better. Oh, Ashur is not just good. This other guy we haven't met is even better. Okay. This guy's a hype man for these two, the left and the right. What's with the half-assed response? You can't just say someone's awesome without seeing them do anything, and we haven't seen them do anything. Reality is what this old guy's saying true? Everyone knows Mikazuchi. Okay. Ashtor's kindness, Mikazuchi is strength, and they're equal in that way. I see. Even if I'm told how great they are, it feels unrealistic to me. Have you met him too, Nekone, this Mikazuchi? She doesn't care about him. Okay. She answers awkwardly after a brief moment of silence. For some reason, the old man flops forward face down on the stall's countertop, having a heart attack. I get the twin shields are adored. The more I hear about them, the more it sounds dubious. Really? Yeah, it could be a good facade. It's like, wow, all these people are like perfect people, and you're like, damn, these guys are too good to be true. It's like, so you're telling me both the most famous knights in the land are like literally perfect people? Yeah, I can kind of see why Haku's dubious about this. He's like, yeah, so the king of this country is omniscient and omnipotent. Okay. His left and right hand men are respectively the kindest people, the kindest, bravest, and most chivalrous people. It's like, okay. Like, you're really pushing how good this place is, and he's like, is that really true though? Or do they just have really good PR? Who you calling a dubious old man? I'm talking about Ashtor. Fair enough. What do you mean by that? Maybe she takes offense at my musing. Nekone turns on me with an unusual sharpness. People usually have one or two things to be ashamed of. I get suspicious when I hear of some paragon of virtue with no skeletons in their closet. That's fair, see? I can agree with him here. It's like, okay, this guy seems perfect. Well, what's his problem? What are you talking about? He has no such blemishes? Well, someone's biased. You just said this guy was perfect. Okay. Nekone denies it furiously. It almost looks like her hairs are standing on end. Is she also a cat girl? It's fine if he has weird quirks. People would feel close to him if he did. Maybe he's a voyeur. Maybe he likes frilly dresses. It'd make him relatable. Haku, are you projecting? Without saying a word, she starts kicking me in the shins repeatedly. Stop kicking. Oh, you deserve this, Haku. Why are you mad? It's fine if he's like that. Why come up with really weird and oddly specific things he could be? She's tiny, but her kicks aren't that strong, but it still hurts. Serves you right for saying anything that oughtn't be said. So much hero worship, damn. Makes me think this guy might actually be a colossal asshole. You won't get off so easy if other girls heard you. Be grateful to these three. So they're just fangirls and they're the same as the fangirls that were cheering, alright. She kicks my shins even harder as if she's reading my mind. Oh, there's nothing to be done about that. He's got fans. That's all we can say. Starting to hurt now. Started playing Judgment, the spin-off from Yakuza. Oh, I haven't played that one. It's good? Awesome, dude. Everything's that guy's fault, huh? As I look to the procession, I see he stopped his steed, staring straight at us. Those sharp eyes behind the mask are fixed on us. Lord Ashtor is looking this way while you're being unladylike. Can I be fooled by such an obvious lie? Despite her words, Nakone's gaze flickers towards Ashtor. That awkward moment. Her eyes meet Ashtor's and her cheeks immediately turn bright red. Maybe I'm imagining things, but for a minute it looks like he's smiling. And then it passes. The procession continues, fading into the far end of the street. After a while, the road goes back to its usual hustle and bustle. Young maidens chatter with glee about how their eyes met his or he saw them waving. You know, you're probably the only person he smiled at. Nekone's expression changed from shame to anger and she headbutts me in the stomach. What? How tall is Nekone supposed to be? That she can even do that comfortably. What was that for? They stare at me with wry smiles as I continue struggling to regain control of my breathing. You shouldn't play with a girl's feelings, that only leads to trouble. Oh, poor Haku, he deserved this one though. I don't get what you're saying. Poor Nekone. She's still angry. Only one thing to do. I'm not sure what's the matter, but it's clearly my fault. You can have my candy. I shove the candy I'm holding into her mouth in an attempt to calm her down. They say sweet things enrich the heart or something? What did you make me eat all of a sudden? It's just candy. I haven't put my mouth in it or anything. What is this bizarre flavor? It's insect flavored! An acquired taste, as they call it. I had a hard time getting it to taste like the real thing. Oh my. So he really was trying to get us to suffer. Guy's a dick. We were right to be suspicious of the old man. Expression depressed, Kuon rests her hands against her temples. It was an easy mistake, but I feel sorry for her. It happened while we were out sightseeing. Kuon, what's this place sell? It's a big shop facing the street. I can't tell what kind of shop it is from the storefront. Oh boy, here we go. It's a fabric store. It says on the signboard. Okay. I peer at the signboard she's indicated. There's something written in blocky writing, but... Wait, I can't read this. What language is this? I can't forget Nekone's face as she awkwardly averted her eyes or Kuon squeaking in shock. I never imagined you might be illiterate. You were able to read numbers and seem good at arithmetic? I thought you might do well enough to be a civil servant, but math or not, if you can't read... Oh, that's the awkward situation? My negligence is inexcusable. I don't think it's my fault, but I still feel uncomfortable. That is a bit awkward. You're like, oh, I can't actually read anything. There's been nothing to read this whole time, so he never had the opportunity to show off that he can't read. At least this language. Oh, there's no helping it. If you can't read, there's not a lot of jobs that involve reading or writing you can do, my dude. Don't be picky. There's gotta be something out there like seat warmer or flower arrangement? Flower arranging is a difficult job, my friend. You need to know all about the languages of flowers. I'd rather not work in the first place, but they seem most receptive to some suggestions at the moment. There's no way there'd be such a convenient job. Flower arrangement is a real job. We don't know unless we look. I know without looking. How lightly are you taking this? What do you mean? Flower arrangement's a real profession. That shit's hard to do, man. You need to know all about the languages of flowers, what they represent, and how best to put them together. Wait, is that a Japanese? It might be a Japanese thing. Let's suppose there's such a job. How long would you search? What if you don't find it? First of all, opening a flower shop is probably fairly difficult. If you have your own flower shop, you could do that. This is a fine mess. Haku isn't strong and physical labor's out of question. So he has no redeeming physical skills? He's worthless! Oh, that's nice. They're not wrong. I can't really talk back. In that case, then. If you'd like, Realty is gonna offer me a role. You can... At my estate... Sorry, I can't hear you. Realty? I suppose we have no choice. Search a little longer. If we keep searching and don't give up, we'll find the right job someday. Yeah, but how much time do you realistically have? We already started. We can't back out. Alright. Why don't you ask one of them to teach you how to read and write? Because apparently you can do math. What were you saying earlier? I didn't hear you too well. I'm pretty sure I heard her offering us a place at her mansion. You sure? It didn't sound like nothing. I don't understand. What don't you understand? Why not abandon this stray dog of a man, dear sister? Fuck off, Nekone. You always feel obligated to root for the underdog, right? I understand. We have a duty to stand by the furthest under of dogs. Oh god, our character. Am I allowed to get angry? I didn't want to tell you this, but I have a message for my brother. Really? Took you all day? There's something I gotta tell you, it might help. So I want you to come see me. Okay. It might have something to do with this idiot. Okay. It has something to do with us, apparently. That's what Ukon says? He's already getting to work? I expected as much from him. Okay. Do you know anything about that? I can imagine the sort of thing he'd propose to us. It's Ukon. He's bringing us out on the next campaign. He's looking for an apothecary and a strategist. We're gonna be Zhu Liang in Paprikome. That's our job. I have to wonder, what is it he likes about Haku? Saying that Kuon taps Nekone on the nose. My brother doesn't like it. Wait, something wrong? Ukon's interested in you, Haku. Maybe not in the way that he's thinking. Not in that sense, right? Right? Come to think of it, he did seem to hang around real close a lot. What is this person talking about? And once again, the classic, are you a dung beetle, Nekone stare? Alright. Okay. Right at the Manor of the Imperial Guard to the right. Okay. No doubt, we're here yesterday to deliver the offerings. The gatekeeper gives us a hard stare, but eases up and bows his head when he sees Nekone approach. Alright. Oh, they respect Nekone. Alright. We pass through the gate as if it's routine for us and follow Nekone through the corridors. Starting from the other day and how we were led, is Ukon connected to this guy? Nekone makes her way through the manor without hesitation and stops before a specific room. I brought them. Enter. After Nekone calls out, a reply comes from within. We're coming in. The room seems like a study. Several picture scrolls and books are organized and stacked as if to emphasize the simple furnishings. And at the far end of the room, it's this guy. Yep. The guy spoke again, so I knew his voice off the top of my head. Yep. How come? How good of you to come. Oshtor. It's that mysterious masked man, Oshtor, the Imperial Guard of the Right. Why is he... Well, it's his house. But I thought Ukon called us? Wouldn't Ukon call us to Ukon's house? Thank you for your aid with the bandits, Lord Haku and Lady Kuon. Allow me a formal introduction. He's Oshtor. The simple, apparently. You must have questions regarding your summons, but please have a seat. Nekone, some tea for our guests. Nekone bows to Oshtor and leaves the room. She knew about this. Well, actually, she might have been waiting for the procession. Who knows? She might have been waiting for him to return home and didn't want to waste our time. I didn't know they knew each other. Yeah, we didn't know that at all. I thought she was just a simp. Or, let's see. I sat myself down on the comfortable cushion and Oshtor suggested, or I guess a fangirl. Are we to reintroduce ourselves as well? If you wish, I don't require it. My reports already tell me as well. Tell me much. Is it okay for me to if I'm in the way then? It's no trouble. This concerns your father's request. Okay. Father? He asked I ensure his daughter's welfare. Father asked? Yeah, seems good. I don't get it. I thought Ukon called for us, but this guy's instead. Now Realty's involved? Who knows? I've brought the tea. Dung beetle. Nekone begins placing the cups of tea on the table. After she's arranged everything, she sits at Oshtor's side with a matter-of-fact expression. There's something about this, and it's freaking me out. She didn't like getting lumped in with the screaming girls, and I guess this is why? She sits at his right hand, I see. It's quite good. I pick up the cup placed before me and take a sip. It's bitter. Almost spit it back out. It's really bitter. I can't help but furtively glance between my tea and everyone else's. Yeah, it's like, did I get fed, like, intentionally bad tea this time? Like, after today's events where someone fed me, everyone else got fruity flavored candy, and I got insect flavored candy that tastes like the actual guts of a bug. I'm like, am I getting the short stick here? Everyone's enjoying theirs. You probably overdid it, and it's like black tea. If you like let black tea seep forever, it starts tasting bad, right? Gets like super bitter and strong. All right, just gives us black tea, puts it in first instead of last. It steeps too long in boiling hot water and burns. All right, stick to the subject. So what do the brass want calling us out here? As expected, you don't care for roundabout discussions. All right, straight to the point. We're cutting right to the heart of the matter. I invited you for one reason, to become your patron. Come again? We weren't exactly seeking patronage. Patronage? Okay, you want to hire us? You can sort of think of it that way. That's not exactly how patronage works. But yeah, you're basically like... You're asking us to be your subordinates. Not so formal a hierarchy. I propose instead a partnership. We'll think of it this way. A Grailed Raiko? A Grailed Raiko, it could be worse. She's only 100. It could be 120, right? From what I heard, he's a big deal. His mask looks stupid. At least the mask looks like it could stay on his face. I'm gonna give it that credit for that. Like, this mask is semi-realistic. It could probably sit on your face. You know, you might have a headband to make sure it stays on or something, but other than that, it seems realistic. I think one of the masks in the fucking video, the intro video, is like a half face mask without any attachments. Who knows? And a person like that wants to hire a bunch of nobodies like us? It seems incomprehensible. It could be he wants us to do his dirty work or use us as disposable pawns. She barely leveled stuff. This is angled. He wouldn't reveal his identity, right? No. I don't know if patronage is I mean, patronage is pretty common in like the medieval period, in like the Renaissance era, right? That's how you got fucking artists. They had patrons who just pay for them to do stuff. They wouldn't necessarily do anything specific. They just pay for them to do stuff. They'd be like, make art, I'm paying you money, and like occasionally you do something specifically for them. Maybe he's actually Japanese and isn't aware of this. System. I exchanged glances with Kuon. Kuon remains silent, an amused smile on her face. But why isn't she saying anything? Knowing Kuon, she'd jump at the chance to start some cutthroat negotiation. Does it seem that strange? Oshtar breaks the silence abruptly as though sensing our hesitation. It's not strange, it's too strange. Someone in your position should have plenty of pawns, right? Here you are inviting strangers into your retinue? It'd be weird if we weren't suspicious. I think it's only natural we'd think you were plotting something. Don't give me that look, it's not like I could help it. It's only natural to reach such a conclusion. It's not unreasonable. You're like, okay, I'm being hired by like the like number 2 of the whole country after doing basically sweet fuck all. Why am I being hired by this guy directly? It's like if Jeff Bezos himself came down and offered you a job, you'd be like, what? What are you doing? If Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates come to you and offer you a job at their respective companies, you just be like, what? Actually, Bill Gates doesn't run his company, but that's it's like, why are they personally offering me a job? Like, they wouldn't offer a job to anyone less than a C-level executive, and you're like, how are you here? You have to take me on my word. I'm not trying to set you up. For certain reasons, I've been looking for someone I can rely on. And you think we're the people to rely on? Oh my god. Not a subordinate. Unaffiliated. Someone who speaks frankly and openly with me. Well, our character is really bad at keeping his mouth shut. And likes saying really dumb stuff, so we'll see. I couldn't find anyone like that. Alright. When I consulted my friend regarding this matter, another partner, he recommended you. Oshtar pauses a moment to sip his tea and continues talking. I heard of your efforts in the extermination of the Giri and the bandits. Okay. A fine apothecary. One of keen mind and reflex, and a man whose strength aside has a quick wit and an odd charisma. I get the parts about Kuon, I feel I'm being overrated though. He hasn't been with you long, but declares you are reliable and that you together withstood mortal peril. Damn, we're getting recruited by like the head of the knights, and it's like, what? We've done like sweet fuck all. It's like I left the starting zone and killed 5 slimes, and the prince of the kingdom came down and is like, you're my new champion. And you're like, I'm like level 4. It's like, new champion. Do you not have like 5 other level 100s. New champion! You're like, alright. It's like either I'm getting screwed over or this is gonna go really well. Oh, Ukon, so that's what's going on. Maruto was most happy to vouch for you. I concluded if he spoke true, there would be no mistake. It was Maru? Where'd Ukon go then? Kuon's like, are you serious? Kuon sips her tea without a care as she smiles. So, I figure I would have done it without his say-so. You're like, Maru got me this job? What? Ashtor grins. His speech and his demeanor feel totally different, but there's something familiar. You haven't connected the dots? That's cold. And here I thought we were friends. Let me answer your other question. Where did Ukon go? Think about it. We got summoned to Ukon's. But only Ashtor is here. So if you take off the mask, it should be Ukon underneath, right? With a smile on his face, Ashtor tussles his hair and dons another apparel he pulls from somewhere. And then he puts his hands to his mouth, and in an instant he's got a stubby-looking beard. He finally slowly removes the mask, covering his eyes. I'm right here. Ukon? Now that's kind of cool. So, Ukon's the Imperial Guard to the right? Damn, alright. It was fucking weird when he asked that question. I was like, I got in here and I'm like, it's iffy that Ukon's not here, but his sister's right here and she seems familiar, so maybe. But I wasn't thinking that would actually be true. I thought Ukon would just be like his personal aide. I thought Ukon would be like his personal aide or some shit. I didn't think that would be Ashtor. That's cool. I can hear Kuon's laughter from beside me as she tries in vain to stifle it, and I look over to her, shoulders shaking, mouth covered, and Rulity looking between us flustered. Don't tell me. Kuon knew from the beginning, and by her expression, she was enjoying watching this play out. Nekone grumpily shoots a sidelong glance at Ashtor. And Nekone knew as well. I guess she doesn't approve of these shenanigans. But those were some fun shenanigans. No one got hurt. It seems good. Rulity seems more perplexed by Kuon's laughter than actually being surprised by this. Did you know as well, Rulity? I was told about it at the beginning. Wow. Screw you guys. Screw you guys. Yeah, the Missy saw through it. I thought I had you. Ukon lets out a disappointed sigh. What gave it away? I was confident in the disguise. Only a few people know about this. You were watching Nekone during the patrol, and he was watching her because she's his sister. That makes sense. It seemed like she was having a good time with the kid. I couldn't help myself. Ah, the smile gave it away. I wasn't playing with it. I was trying to defend your honor. I get it. I get it. Those eyes. They're the same color. The kind eyes watching Nekone were the same as Ukon's. I see, yeah. I saw it when she's like, oh, you were looking at Nekone. I was like, oh yeah, I see it. Well, I see. Yeah, don't look at Nekone. You gotta ignore her. However, beloved Ashtor maybe, I found it odd Nekone would be so infatuated with him. Yeah, she's otherwise very intelligent. Why is she obsessed with him? That's a good question. I missed that one completely. It was almost like her attitude towards her older brother, and that made it clear. Darn you, Kuon, and your cunning. You're a sharp one, Missy, but we're getting off track here. Okay, okay. I was granted the undeserved rank of Imperial Guard of the Right by Mikado. Yep. It's an extremely important official position. The duty is to protect Mikado and citizens of Yamato from all kinds of harm. Yeah, okay, okay. I don't know how I got this shit. Ukon scratches his head, looking bewildered for a moment. Of course, it comes with a ton of power. I can command armies if I need to. It's hard for me to move freely with my title. I get all this attention. That's rough, dude. Do you disguise yourself and do the missions? Okay. I'm paralyzed like this, or everything I do turns into a massive production? I wanted a quick look around the city, and suddenly it's a goddamn parade. He's like, man, I just wanted to go for a walk, and it's like a parade. Okay. It's an obligation that befits your station. Nekone, come on. I can't hear the voices of the people as Ashtor. If I want to hear what the people are saying, just changing my appearance isn't gonna cut it. Alright. You gotta go into shady places, you gotta deceive people. You gotta be prepared to shoulder some crimes. I need another identity, one that can move freely by deceiving the public eye. You're famous. Now that you're famous, you can't do all the creepy shit you like to do. Or all the shady shit you like to do. It's a disguise to keep having your illegal fun. We're not earning points in Nekone. Have another cup of tea. It's hot. She just dumped boiling water on my head? What the fuck is wrong with you, Nekone? Here's some crumpets. Dab. My eyes? My eyes? The crumpets are in my eyes? I flail helplessly on the floor. What is this bitch doing? More? By all means, here you go. Serves you right for insulting my brother? Okay. What'd you do that for? And what's with these weird accusations? Who suggested my brother was partaking in suspicious activities? Your brother. He'd never lower himself to base indecency. How do you decide what's decent? And your brother isn't indecent, you say? He'd never be driven by impure impulses. Alright. Good luck, Nekone. That's delusional. There's no way someone wouldn't think indecent thoughts. Man or woman, the three primal desires cannot be denied. I declared triumphantly, sternly pointing at her from the floor. I hear someone snickering. Sandai-yokyu? The three primal desires? Sleep, food, and sex, none can escape them. Nekone's gonna dump the rest of the pot on you, dude. Taken aback, her face turned several shades redder. She's trying to muster a comeback, but it seems she's at a loss for words. You broke on page. You blushed when you saw Ashtor. That's no different from an extension of your desire. And he's just like accusing her of being a brocon right in front of her brother. Damn, dude. She's gonna hit you with the fucking pot, dude. Wait, Ashtor and Ukon are the same person, so... Oh my god, he's your brother and you're... Just saying it. That's kind of messed up. Huh? And I heard that. A man of such despicable character is no good. You're not getting away from this. Oshtar's gonna laugh at you. I like glance over to see Ukon holding his sides and Kuon trying to stifle her own amusement. It seems royalty is trying to stop her. Ukon, stop! Quit laughing! Stop her! Nekane is usually so shy. I never figured she'd get attached this fast. Oh no, help me! I'm not attached. What gave you that impression? Are you blind? Please tell me. That's what the mask is for. It's to hide his eyes. I told you not to speak ill of him. She begins another assault with the boiling water. That's hot, dude. Quit laughing at help. It's hot. Nekane, give it a rest. It's a smug Brokon lolly tsundere. Yup. Being told that Nekane shoots a venomous look and returns to her seat. Yup. She's hitting all the terrifying tropes. Don't go within 10 feet of her or her brother, or you'll get your fucking legs broken. That was a terrible experience. No one would want to work for this guy, damn. Forgive her, she's been a bookworm since she was little and isn't used to socializing. Fuck this chick, man. Yeah, what? Alright, suspicious business. She might have gotten herself worked up, but what you said wasn't wrong. Yeah, obviously. My second identity does things the guard of the right can't, like break the law. Wow, go fuck yourself, Nekone. I only wanted to help the people like my father before me, sharing in their joys and sorrows. With that ambition I set out, thanks to the help of my old mentor, I became a rank and file guard. Through good luck and weird coincidences, I rode up through the ranks. And somehow ended up being named Imperial Guard of the Right. I worked hard to get ahead so I could go home, but I never imagined I'd end up with all this BS. Be honest, it wasn't my intention to get a fancy title. If certain people heard that, they'd throw a tantrum on the spot. It's not a position one can get with coincidence, luck, and minimal effort. Well, the guard can't share in the people's joys. Most I can do is patrol the city. I only caught the bandits by working with the guards. You have that much power. Why not do whatever you want, not worry? If that's an option, we wouldn't be having these talks. Yamato's prestige rests on his shoulders. Yeah, you gotta be as prestigious as your country. If he moves, Yamato moves. Warriors gather if he calls, and soldiers ride if he does. He can't move freely because he carries the weight of the country. We're in our present state. We need agents because there's too much that happens whenever we want to do something. Okay. Seems like a load of trouble. And that's why I became a Ukon. I've exposed the corrupt, fought with thugs, cracked down on thieves, all sorts of great stuff. I get all choked up when I think of how my father watched over the lives of others. Even that's been getting hard. I've done too much and Ukon's becoming widely known. Folks have been snooping around now. If I do anything else, I might get found out. Ah, I see. I can't cause a ruckus. Probably time you call it quits and just let someone else try to work as the Imperial agent. I see. He's asking us to take Ukon's place. That's the goal. Someone to work as Ukon in Ukon's place. This is a wild guess. You aren't going to tell us to do that stuff in your place, right? Ukon grins as though he's been waiting for that. Yes, that's exactly what he's looking for. You catch on quick. Yep. Go on the kid to take over Ukon's duty and protect the people in capital as undercover agents. We haven't known each other long, but I trust you. To be fair, at the very least, we came up with a plan that he didn't have a solution to, and he's like the legendary knight, so he knows we're at least useful, right? Or maybe he had a plan and just wanted to see what we do. You have a high opinion of Haku. I'm a good judge of character. What about you? Well, how's this sound, Kuon? Quite the adventure? This is very sudden, you're right, but Haku, why are you putting the brakes on this? I had a bad feeling. This guy's planning on putting me to work. Oh my god, Haku, you need a job, and you're like, oh no, I'm being offered a prestigious job. I can't work. I can't do work. Oh my god, working. I wanted to lead an idle life. Learn how to farm, dipshit. Live out in the country, learn how to farm. Oh wait, you're weak. What are you planning on making us do? Easy stuff. Patrols, tidying up, cleaning the gutters, or exterminating pests. Wait, tidying and cleaning gutters? Obviously, we're cleaning up the corrupt nobles. I do whatever's requested. If anything, these jobs show up more than anything else. There's also... He hesitates for some reason. There's other stuff. He's telling me to figure it the fuck out for myself. Okay. There should be illegal stuff included in there. Though the Giru extermination and bandit suppression were unexpected, there were some casualties. The triple threat of tough, dirty, and dangerous. But you can do it. Are you saying goodbye to my peaceful life? When have you lived a peaceful life that you can recall? No chance. Oh, this guy. Oh my god. Haku, you are such a bitch. I'm not cut out for this. I know you want to rely on us, but sorry. How's the pay? What are you asking him? Is that a concerned smile? It's okay, she's dragging you along. Nekone. Ignoring my confusion, he looks to his sister, who pulls out a small bag and sets it on a tray. This ought to cover initial expenses. He opens the small bag and empties some of the gleaming contents. You're being awful careful. Unmarked gold leaves less of a trail. Gotta take security where we can. Use it to secure your post or hire extra hands. Succeeding Ukon or not, it's tough for you to start out with nothing. Alright, we'll accept. I was gonna say, we're not getting a choice. Haku wants to back out. If Kuon's in, we're in. What's wrong? What's wrong? Can't accept that thing about it. It may not seem with it, but I thought things through. It's literally the opportunity of a lifetime. Like, what are you talking about? You're gonna live as some homeless... You're gonna live as some homeless vagabond peasant? Or you can work as like an Imperial agent and get fuck tons of money? Are you kidding? You've already proven you're like more reliable than most people in combat. I don't know if that should make me worried. I'm the one who asked. Are you sure? I'm sure you can tell, but... Oh, the expense budget? Could have figured you'd pick on that. It should be more than enough if we accept this as advance payment. If it's intended to outfit an entire group, it's a bit short no matter how Much you calculate it? Ukon scratches his hair in a familiar motion. It's all he can give in a moment, so we'll have a small crew. It's not official through the courts, it's coming out of his pocket, okay. We're in a bit of a bind if that's the case, I don't mind that much. That's a real hasty commitment? I always wanted to try undercover. Who wouldn't want to be working undercover for the king, dude? You're unironically like a spy. You're gonna be working as a spy or it's a cool work. Okay, maybe not spy, but like you're working as the hand of the emperor. That seems pretty good. Working behind the scenes, carrying out orders, hidden among the public. There's something cool about that. Yeah, Kuon has taste. It's cool, Haku. Don't be a bitch. Don't be worse than Shinji. It's unreasonable. Is this okay? We haven't negotiated pay. Not like you. You brought this knowing it's unreasonable? I couldn't pass up something this interesting. Yeah, but we just don't take a big group. We get like a small crew. You know, an elite team instead of going with an entire crew. Plus our character needs to pay for like his own education or some shit. I assume he's getting educated at some point. And we can probably get, what's his face, the wizard on our side. I'm tired of going with company. We'll hire Maruro, right? Maruro's probably going to come cheap because he needs money. So we got Maruro. That's the start, right? With a grave look, Ukon bows low as though observing the formality. And we might end up bringing a rider in. Nekone bows as Ukon does. It's plain to see her adoration for Kuon. And Rulity. Rulity, who'd only been an outside listener, turns red at the sun-directed rest. As you heard, I'm leaving my duties to Lady Kuon. Yeah. I'm asking you to help them. See, I told you, we'd get the lady, and we'll probably get Maruro as our starting team. A suggestion is in the Aolo of Kyushiri's letter, the one I received from you. Ozen wrote that out of love for you. He feels as though he kept you trapped like a caged bird. Thus, while you're here, he wants you to meet others and broaden your experience. So what I'd like you to do is work for the king and start killing people. And you're like, what? It's like, yeah, I need you to go investigate some bandits. It's like, meet others, broaden your horizons, murder bandits. Oh wait, that's actually like just a military poster. Military recruitment poster, alright. See no better chance than this. It might be hard, but a storm can prove the strength of one's wings. He's like, I see a way to get some advantages. Interesting way of thinking, my friend. You want to do this? You're like, I want to be an adventurer. Can I ask you to take care of Lady Rulity? Yep, he's dumping it all on us. Makes it worse that I can't say it in front of Rulity. Look, we're getting people. How is this bad for us? For our little business that can't afford to do jack shit like equip and feed people, a large number of people, getting a couple competent specialists we've worked with before seems good. Rulity bows to us. Alright, looking forward to it, Kuon. They shake hands. Her face holds a cordial smile and her tail sways vigorously. I still wish her default sprite had her tail in it. It seems she approves of all this business with Rulity joining. Just offhandedly asking us to look after her princess? I glare at Ukon, making sure Rulity can't see me. I don't know if it'll make up for much, but I'll have this one join too. And here's Maruro. Wait, Nekone is joining us? He nudges his sister forward, who'd been waiting at his side with ceremonious politeness. Congratulations, Nekone, you've been promoted. You're doing some field work now. Clapping her hands in a flustered manner, she looks to Ukon. Feel free to have her handle whatever jobs need doing. Yeah, you know what needs handling? Oh wait, no. Yeah. Sorry. Honestly, she may look at she's got a good head on her shoulders, she'll help. Alright. Congratulations. We're stuck with Nekone now. Good thing she's not as well known as me yet. It's cruel even as a joke. I have my studies. And you are assisting me. If I stay with this pervert, who knows what he'll do? I don't know. Does Haku's dick count as an odd job that he might need help with? I'm not gonna lay a finger on a scrawny little kid. Try again when you know what sex appeal is. Wow, Nekone actually taking an L on this one. Nice. Some things can't be learned from behind a desk, and you can't limit your perspective. He's sort of right. I don't want your only knowledge of the world based on things you read in books. That's no reason to... Too bad. See the world before your naivety causes something that can't be undone. Good play, Anukan. And what if this degenerate does something that can't be undone? Have him take responsibility? It's safer than attracting a sleazebag on the street. Wait a minute. Before you sits the sleaziest of all possible bags. Wait, who's the sleazebag? Nekone is Ukon's sister, not Oshtor's. Be careful with that one. If we find out she's Oshtor's sister, we might get folks who have to take advantage of Nekone. Just listen. No way, this foul pervert, this bag of unadulterated sleaze is reliable. Jesus, Nekone, I can see why Oshtor wants you out in the real world if you're calling Haku a bag of unadulterated sleaze. Like, seriously? I mean, he may not be the most useful person, he might be a bit of a dumbass, but like, he's certainly not running around doing anything really wrong. Don't worry, it's hard to tell, but the one thing I have is an eye for people. My eye's telling me I can trust him. Alright. Are you ignoring the fact there's not a single decent person among your allies? Ooh. An eye for people is not the thing you have. It's the thing you do not have. You're blind. Nekone is just mad she's getting sent out away from her brother that she loves. Should have called for me. Do you call this cretin? Proof of your poor judgment. Salt. This is salt. This is nothing but Nekone's salt. The blind attempting to lead the blind. And he's blind enough to say I'm a scrawny kid. Ukon averts his eyes, looking away from Nekone's gaze. Why look away from me at that? And he's like, isn't that exact? In his head, he's like, that's exactly what she is. I can't look. Sorry, Nekone. You're not winning this. Back, you're with your cats. Why not just bring your cats? Cats can enjoy this show too. Alright, let's get to it. No sooner we return to the inn than Kuon lays claim to a section of the room saying that. I hold my head in my hands, taking the state of the room. Kuon and Nekone stare at the ready. Let's enjoy some tea. Well, Rulati serves tea and cakes as ever. Is this okay for a princess? I mean, as long as she's happy, I guess. So what now? I'm at a loss. Good call. I think in order of it should be like get materials for him to educate himself on reading, probably some proper equipment, and then didn't Kuon say we're giving the job hunt a rest? Now we're back to the grindstone. What are you talking about? We got a job, mission accomplished. Now we just gotta prep for it. We need to figure out what we're gonna do. I think probably getting some materials for Haku so he has some proper equipment would be good. And maybe looking into picking up a couple other people, probably Maruro, and see if you can't get a couple other crew members if you need them. Or you wait and get your orders and then decide that. Like probably just have like Maruro on retainer. What the fuck else is he doing? I don't like him, but I feel like he's someone you're probably gonna try and recruit at some point, right? For now, we're gonna focus on turning you into our group's face. Yeah, so we're buying a bunch of stuff for our character because he basically has nothing, and they need to teach him. They need to teach him a lot about the world. They need to teach him all about the world and get some fucking knowledge in his head so he knows what he's doing. So if we're turning you into our group's face, would you prefer a representative? I mean, yeah, basically we got to get our character in shape. We need to face someone. Considering the kinds of things we'll be doing, someone who can be our Ukon. I don't know what's expected of me if I'm gonna be that guy. Well, let's be honest. Nekone has zero charisma. Our other character, Realty, can't talk to people, so our only choice would be to have Kuon as the group face. And honestly, Kuon would actually be a better choice than us, I think, for a group face. But I guess if we're gonna be leader, whatever. I think Kuon and us work together well as a team. Either of us could be leader. I guess she's just letting us take it because plot reasons. It's not complicated. You have to represent us. Project our group's attitude. So kick people in the shins when they annoy you. Have an incredibly bad temper. Be incredibly violent, because at least 2 of the people here are really violent whenever someone does something you don't like. It seems easy. Yeah, wouldn't Kuon be a better choice for this? Let's see what her excuse is. Someone popular and well liked would be best, which is why I think you're so do it. Wait, okay. Hold the fucking phone. Kuon is like giving us some really dumb platitudes. Popular and well liked. We're actively hated. We're actively hated by one of our own teammates. And everyone seems to like Kuon more. And we're like super awkward. I don't know about that one, Kuon. And now she's... Turns out flattery will get you everywhere with this character. Okay. Haku's our face, and if we're emulating Ukon, we need some recruiting. He's got what, more than 20? The 4 won't cut it. What if we just get Maro? Ah, her brother indicated he handpicked each of them. They're all people who showed promise. Yeah, let's do a smaller, trustworthy group. Do stuff on our own. Yep, a smaller group works. One that we... No, because larger numbers of people we don't know is riskier. We don't have money either. We can't just recruit randoms. And we don't have connections. Like, Kuon and Realty don't know shit about the people around here. Like, if we're recruiting someone at random, we're basically just reading their resume. And resumes... And, like, we can't exactly just look at the resume and be like, okay, they're a good person. Like, we don't even know if it's real. Best we could recruit for the Imperial Guard. That's the best we could do, but it's not an official job, so we can't do that. So we're recruiting mercenaries we literally don't know. Probably a good idea to hold off on recruiting people for a while and try to work with people we already know and establish connections, and then maybe recruit people as we grow. Even ignoring the monetary aspect, we don't exactly know, we don't exactly have connections to anyone with combat experience. Didn't we get like a heap of cash? I used it to arrange a long-term contract for the inns. We can use the rooms. What do you mean used it up? We need a base. And the contract includes rooms for everyone at the very least. Yeah, I know we need a base, but all of our money? All of our money? You weren't planning on hiring contractors to begin with. Based on what Ukon told us, a small inconspicuous group can move without attracting attention. So low numbers is better than 20 people. And you arrived at that conclusion how? He hired us to act as his counterparts, but he doesn't want us to stop. He doesn't intend to stop working fully. Okay. He'll continue working enough to keep attention off our work. Ah, I see. We pass jobs that require manpower to him and take delicate stuff ourselves. Basically, we don't want to be leading an army. That way we aren't hindered by others. Okay. I couldn't help but notice one of the twin shields struggling to drum up funds stinks of foul play. Does he have enemies who have to sabotage him? Probably. Everyone hates him. His rise to guard is unprecedented. He's well liked and the Mikado is confident. Daunt. Older families probably resent him. Discretion is paramount, and we have to remain vigilant of conspiracies. And that's why you're not... That's why you're Ukon's sister. Even Yamato has this conniving underbelly. Or perhaps it's natural for nobles? Even Ashtar has it rough. Can't identify his own sister in core for fear of her getting murdered. That's rough. So things aren't going to be smooth? Nope. He got us into something interesting. AKA filled with risk. Sounds good to me. I guess Kuon would say something like that, yeah. Is 4 too small? 4 isn't an unreasonable amount for a single room. We need someone else? There's no choice, I can dip into the secret savings. We have money. Thank Haku, it's his money. What? What do you mean it's my money? It was your pay from the Girigiri hunt. I was planning on saving it, but now? I mean was? Wait, how much did we get paid? You're our leader? Kuon! Won't even tell us how much money we have? That's the case. Kuon stops me, indicating the others at the furtive point. I misjudged you, Haku. Your selflessness is commendable. You didn't even know he had the money. Why would you care? The girl on the right reminds you of the penguin anime girl cutout in the zoo. Penguin girl is appropriate. She is like black and white. I can see penguin girl. I can see penguin girl. I disagree, but I think I can see the penguin girl in there. Great, if I refuse, I look like a bad guy. We have to find someone to hire. Neck and idiot. Kuon turns her gaze to the side. There's in a corner sits Maroro, who'd come in without us noticing. What are you doing, Maro? Join us. Oh boy. Master Haku, my heart singeth to hear thee call me Maro. Oh, what joy. It's just a nickname. Word of thy plight has reached mine ears, I'm assured secrecy. Surprising nobody, we're getting Maroro. What'd you hear? The duty, my lord, hath laid at thy feet. I forgot Maruo's in on that. Are you in need in counsel, wisdom? Well, not that tongue for Maruo is here. Why is he looking around shiftily like this for? There's nothing we're short-handed, and Maruo has magecraft, and is a scholar. He's awkward, but he's a wizard. A talented mage is quite the acquisition. What do you want? You want to help us? Well, Ukon asked us to work for him, but we're short-handed. Looking for comrades? At least that's the word Kuon used. We could use your help. If nothing else, all he'll do is waste his money on booze. Hey ho! Forsooth, what choice have I? Our friend in need of Maruo's aid, and so he... Leave all in Maruo's hands. He's just trying to avoid coming home and paying his debts. Not to random's parade, we can't have you do that. Why? Wherefore dost thou speak such cruelties? We can't have you as a comrade. You revile me so? Pray hold thy silence no more. Because you're an imperial scholar? Ah. My erudition is to blame. What piffle is this? A scholar doth make for a fine asset, surely? If we took you in, we'd have to pay you? As an imperial scholar, your commission is too high, outside our budget. I see. That's a good argument. He gets paid that highly. As a friend, perhaps? Not more? As a rightly reduced recompense is no sticking point for service unto a friend? We're trying to be subtle, I think that's what Kuon's going with. If we lower a scholar's wages, everyone else needs to have their wages slashed, to be fair. Oh, scholar philosophy surely commands far more. I'm just here to learn. And Nekone is technically a student because she can't get her promotion. Your insinuations scathe me, O great sage. Nekate and Ruti are here as assistants. Nice. Be great to have someone with your skills, but paying you fairly is prohibitive. That's fair. Maruo withers in disappointment. Can't have him. Damn shame. Good argument, though. I understand. Problem of the day is finding Hyrius. Do we need anyone, though? Yeah, nothing to do but keep an eye out for candidates for a while. Yeah, that is what it is. We don't have connections in the city. Well, apart from someone who doesn't have anyone they could trust, so we couldn't use them as connections. Maybe Maruo knows someone who's a promising student, though. Unlikely, since he's not that kind of person. Lying in my room, I let my thoughts swirl, and swirl and swirl and swirl as we try to brainstorm the answer to something that we'll inevitably find out tomorrow.